Live here at the station of decapitation without your head. I'm Nasty Neal, and I'm joined by Shannon Ford Thompson of Buried
Hello.
Alive Film Festival.
Not to be confused with Francis Ford Coppola.
Yes, another fine
Just
person with
kidding.
three names. Yes.
How are you, Neal? It's so good
I,
to see you, Nasty Neal.
I am very good, and it's good to see you. It's been a long time.
Yeah, what, 2 weeks?
Yeah, it seems like it
We're
seems both a long
all
time and not that long ago.
we're all crying. We're like, where'd the Neal go? Where'd the Neal go?
Well, I'm crying as I'm not there. I really, honestly, not just because you're on here. I had a great time. I've been talking about it to everybody since. Seeing you and Jason and everyone at Buried Alive Film Festival was just filled with. Everyone was really nice and creative and supportive of everybody. It was just a really wonderful
Yes.
experience.
Bath is a family. It really, really is. And once you screen there, you become a part of our family and our horror family, our little evil minions together. As I'm one of the minions too. I'm not a leader of any kind. But yeah, it really is that family environment, and I really try hard to make it that way. I just try to remember everybody's films, what I loved about them, and then if I see their face and I recognize their film with their face, then I try to, ask them questions about certain things and just get excited with them because it's an exciting time. It's fun.
Yeah,
It's
and
so
everybody there was and what I always like about the film festivals in general, and usually the ones where it's in one theater. There's a few screens. Is it definitely has a community feel where people
yes.
know each other from before, and then there's new people coming in, and even the new people you feel like, oh, I'm at home here. I'm with people who love the same stuff as me, and it's just a really good vibe.
Yeah, really, really is. I would love to claim some of that, but the founders, Blake and Lucas Godfrey, Blake Myers, and Nick, they worked very hard to grow this festival to what it is in the 18 years. And when I was asked to take it over, I was just like humbled and amazed. And I just promised that I would keep the love and the filmmaking and the rock and roll mix that it has, and that's really what I wanted to do, is try to keep it to its roots, but still put a little bit of me in it, just a little bit of me. So
Yeah. So how
yeah.
did that come about? Like, how did it come about that you got to take it over?
Oh, it was kind of. I've actually been in Bath. I had a film in Bath. I've been to many Bath films festivals in past years, and I've always known Lucas, and I've known Shane, who also works with Bath. Shane Morton, who is with Silver Screen Labs and the Spook Show. I believe you met Shane actually.
I did the last day, and instantly we started talking. And Shane himself, he said after, he's like, "We're instant best friends." I was like, "Hell yeah!" And
Yeah,
he's super nice guy,
yeah,
and
he
another
is.
really supportive guy. And he's not really an internet guy. He said so. He next time I'm
Hey,
out there, he
brother.
wants to do an interview at his studios, which I
Yeah, yeah. Well, I actually just always wanted to, for a long time, be a part of a film festival. I've tried a couple times to just volunteer and help out. And when I asked if they wanted me to volunteer and help, they just said, "Do you want it?" And I said, "Yes, I would love to. I would love to. I would. This is like the dream come true. Absolutely." And like I said, I just kind of want to try to keep it going at least till its 20th year, which next year will be in its 19th year, which is very exciting, And yeah, just a lot of fun. It's very family oriented. It's
yeah.
that feeling of love and compassion and appreciation for each other as a talented group of filmmakers is awesome. So
And hopefully beyond the 20 years. I know
yes,
it's a lot of work, and but it's
it
in good
is.
hands.
I every year, and like I said, I've been involved 2 years as the festival director, but I lose my Halloween. I lose October, all of it. And even this year was September. I lost September too. And when you're going through it, you got these sleepless nights. You're trying to make sure you get the programs, the badges, make sure you get the DCPs from these filmmakers, trying to communicate with 130 filmmakers and sponsors and all that kind of stuff. That's a lot of work. And I think people feel like film festivals are easy to put on. And they make a lot of money, but they absolutely don't. It's a labor of love. And honestly, I love it. I love the people. I love walking in there and just seeing, you know what I really love about Bath is that this happened again this past year, is hearing a conversation about someone else's film in the hallway. You know, they're talking about like, how did you do that? And that was so cool. And who did you use for lighting and stuff? And then you find out they're going to be working together later on down the road. So you're having creative brainstorming and talent just blossom in the hallways of the plaza, you know, which is that like right now, even talking about it seriously gives me chills. It's just so cool to see these artists create and just be there. And, you know, I don't know. It's just fun.
Yeah, and I think that's an important thing of independent filmmaking is knowing not only what you're good at, but also know where, like, you can't do everything yourself if you're making a movie. I mean, some people try, but so like you're saying, oh, this person's really good at lighting or color correcting or effects or whatever it is. It might be something that a lot of people don't think about. And then you find these other cool people and you can collaborate together. And when you meet at a festival, you kind of have an idea, like they're probably a cool person because they're at this festival and they like all these weird movies like me.
Yeah. I as a filmmaker myself, I'm really bad with sound. I don't try to pretend that I'm any good with sound. I've worked with Harper Harris in the past. I hope I said his name correctly. Phenomenal guy. And when I try to put sound to my films, compared to him putting sound to our films, blows my mind. Like, I didn't even think about her. Like, speaking of the bumper, he did the sound on the bumper, and like the maid, when she turns, you hear her scuff her shoe on the floor. And I know that's strange to point that one simple thing out, but all of that added up together really does make something. So I have ADD, man. I'm just going to go off. Like,
no, it's totally fine. Yeah.
That's how the show normally is.
Yeah. I have the bumper here. Well, let's for people who have not seen it, we played it on the show before, but
yeah.
So people know what we're talking about.
Excuse me. Dirty Sanchez. This one.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, that's a short film on its own.
It really is, actually. I thought the same thing. You know, BAP has actually gotten to be known for their trailers. We have all the trailers on our website, by the way, under About BAF. And each one of them is uniquely cool and different. It's the same team that volunteers to get together every single year. Lucas Godfrey, Tony Reams, Jay Holloway, who's been a director a couple times. This year, he allowed me to direct this one. And I was like, oh my God, I'm like a kid in a candy store with these such talented people in this room right now. Shane Morton built some of those monsters. So did Luke Godfrey. Like the BTS shows everybody. The volunteers were Dave and Ramon and Allison and Daniel and Johnny and Kevin, and I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anybody. And of course, Caitlin, who played our maid, she's phenomenal. And Caitlin's been in almost every single one for a long time. So she's like a veteran of the BAF. We've cut her head off. We've all done all kinds of things to her. And she keeps coming back for more. So I actually edited this one too. And Tori Haas, sorry, Tori. He did the end where it's like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, the very end where the light's coming out of the head.
Yeah.
Jay and I had this idea of kind of doing this projector out of her lights, and when she'd open up, we'd have this film footage fall out of her mouth. Just weird. Just make you ask questions. Just something cool. And actually, Tori came in and actually did all the projector stuff and the eyes and the film stuff, and phenomenal guy, and very talented animator and artist. And yeah, all I did was the maid without the head walking across, and then you got Christopher Lee eyes looking, you know, as she crosses. That's about what I did as far as VFX goes, but not the best, but I was excited to do it.
No, it's super fun. There's a lot of stuff going on there. It's got the old classic, like haunted house feel with the eyes and the painting. And then plus it's like got some cool, you know, practical effects. So it's got a little bit of everything, I think, for any kind of work, man.
Yeah, all the
and
body
it's fun
parts.
too, you know.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Jay Halloway came to me and he said, you know, I really want to try to do something gory and grindhousey and just, you know, Chainsaw Massacre like, and then he had this idea about a dinner, and I just went off. I was like, oh my god, yes, and then we can do this, we can do this, we can do this. Just like, I'm like a kid with this stuff. I love it so much.
And Constance is here. She said it was really the bumper was so fun, and it was awesome. And I agree 100%.
Constance is amazing. She's so talented. She in the Cinema Challenge. You know, speaking of the Cinema Challenge, let me tell you what that is real quick. I know you know what it is. But the Cinema Challenge is a 13-day cinema challenge where it's been going on for many, many years. Of course, it's Blake and Luke Godfrey's brainchild. But a filmmaker will come up with a team, and they pick a subject card and a card against humanity. And then they have to make a film with those cards, a subgenre and those cards, and they have to make it in 13 days. It's edited, colored, scored, everything. And the past 2 years, I've also put in a rule that says you can use AI as a tool only, but you cannot create content with it. So like Premiere, you can't escape it. Premiere's got AI in it, you know.
Yeah, and I do just not to cut you off there, but AI, you know, people think if you just say AI, that means you just typed in some stuff and it created something. But I mean, I even use AI to clean up some old interviews.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's creating an interview. It's going back and it's taking out like a lot of, because when I started 2005, 2006, we were recording stuff on Skype, and people were like on their home phones, and the audio's not great. So now with like modern technology, you can use AI to clean that up. And so there's things like that, as opposed to like, you know, oh, I wrote a script with AI and it just completely made it.
Now, I want to say this with AI. I take the stance that it can be used as a tool only. It shouldn't replace people. It shouldn't replace our artists. You know, we should be hiring our people and keep us working and moving and being talented and creative. Actually, a film that is made by people, I don't know how to say this, it's more genuine. There's more heart in it, in my opinion. But my day job is I find terrorists through the internet, or I've helped save 15,000 missing and exploited children using AI, building features with AI. And so it's a great thing and a bad thing. So it's just
like any tool, really. So
yeah, really it is. You know, Photoshop came along, cameras came along, filters, Lightroom came along, and then photographers were upset about that. But AI takes a whole new meaning, and I get it. I totally get it. So, so that
there are things like I'll be honest, when posters come up for movies that are clear were completely made in AI, I'm like, I mean, at least add a little something, because they all have that same exact like look to them, where I know they just typed it in and popped it up, and it's like,
you can tell, you can really tell. Like our team was in the Cinema Challenge one year, and it was on your show one time, The Hangover.
Oh yeah, great.
Yeah, it was on your show, and great, wonderful team. Anyway, sorry, I could go off with how amazing that team is. So it just kind of chokes me up how good they are. But anyway, but the Hangover was also a 13-day challenge, and I don't know where I was going with that. Wow.
Well, I guess we were going to explain what the cinema challenge was, and then we got
yes. I'm so sorry. You know what? Like I said, I'm still recovering. It was a lot. You remember, I was up until 4 a.m.
Oh yeah, as soon as I got there, yeah, you guys were at work the whole time I was there while the whole festival was going on. So.
Yeah, it really is a labor of love. I have so many friends that were there, and they wanted to talk to me, and I was just kind of like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I have to run. I'm so sorry. And
we didn't even get a chance to do a video interview there. We were going to do
but
there's a lot of reasons now I have to come back.
You are always welcome here, Neal. It was
a
pleasure. It was a pleasure to have you here, and the cats love you.
Yeah. Animals usually do, which is usually a good sign. And I love animals, so it's good.
Yeah, church loves you.
Yeah, when you first mentioned you mind staying there and you had cats, it's like that's a positive to me. It was not.
Yeah, I try to make sure in case you're allergic or anything like that. Right. So. But anyway, so the cinema challenge. Wow, I digress so badly. Like I said, I'm still recovering, so I apologize. I'm finally catching up to my sleep, and I'm actually getting a whole week off of work, so I'm going to be sleeping in and enjoying my time. So, Anyway, so the cinema challenge was great this year. Such freaking talent, and you can tell as technology is changing, it's getting a little bit easier to make a film at this time. So. The amount of talent, like our judges, I get to see our judges talk to each other. That is also something that I really love. One makes a really good point, and I can't comment. I can't say anything. I don't want to persuade anybody. I don't want to do anything like that. I'm just the curator. That's all I do. But it's really fascinating to see what somebody will catch out of something. Yeah, but did you see this? I will get a phone call though. Oh my God, did you see this film? It was amazing. Go check it out just for your own, and I do. I watch every single film that comes in, every single one, personally, just because I want to know the filmmakers that are out there, the talent, There was one that didn't make it last year, but did another film this year specifically so he could put it in a BAF, and he got in.
Oh, that's wild. I like those kind of stories because when I was doing Severed Limbs, which honestly at Buried Alive, there was many people who mentioned Severed Limbs, which made me really happy, and it does make me want to bring it back. But I had some people that had never made anything before, and they were part of my Facebook group, and they made it specifically for that, and that was like a great feeling, and so I can understand like the idea of wow, they're making this for my own thing.
Yeah. And this last time started September 13th, and they had 13 days to deliver. So it was like September 23rd, and actually, which was when selections ended with BAF as well. And it was funny because I was on Pins and Needles. I'm always supportive of all our filmmakers that come in. I'm so very supportive, and I will even be texting them and saying, hey, you got 2 minutes. What's going on? Are you doing okay? Are you doing okay? And I'm sitting here, oh my God, please make it. Oh my God. And I think we had 3 that didn't make it this year, but they're coming back next year because, they're coming back next year because I was like, oh my God. And your film was so good. It was so good. Please come and try this again. So anyway, but, we had speaking of Constance, by the way, she did the film called The Offering, and I think you have the trailer. If you wanted to share the trailer of that one, they're going to be submitting it into other film festivals now, which is so exciting. If you wanted to share that one.
You ever wonder what it's like being one of them?
Which them?
The things that go bump in the night. Howlers, bloodsuckers, spend their whole lives hungry, wearing other people's skin.
Sounds like people to me.
What will you do when I'm gone? Your waters will run foul. Your crops will fail.
You ready to order, sweetheart?
No, I'm not hungry.
Everybody's hungry for something.
He won't save you. All he does is take.
Then let him take you.
No! No!
could be bait.
Ain't it always?
It was great. And
yeah, it was like she deserves a fuck. Yeah, that's great. They all deserve
yeah, it was amazing.
I'm sorry, I'm a passionate speaker. I will cuss at you. And
Well, I'm happy about that because it was cool too. Because that was the first night I was there, and I've been at other festivals where sometimes like the local, this isn't necessarily the local block, but it's local people made these, and sometimes it's a mixed bag where there's like some stuff it's like probably not the greatest, but they wanted some local people in there. But all the cinema, the 13 cinema challenges were really good, and I also. I know think people do the 48-hour challenge, and that sounds cool, and it's hard and stuff. But 13 days, I think, it gives people enough time to make something worthwhile too.
And be worth it. I've done 2 48s. The first one I didn't make it. The second one we did, and I'll tell you, I know the guy that runs the one in Atlanta. He's an incredible guy. And I do love the way they curate their festival. It's really good. But I don't feel good about making a 48-hour film. I don't feel comfortable with it, So to me, it's like, I don't want to put something out there and stress out my body like that, Mm-hmm. And you stress everybody else out. You also could cause problems with your cast and crew who you could be working with later on. And now they're going to, because you didn't get any sleep, you guys may have butted heads and you may not be able to work later together. The 13-day, you get
people can sleep.
Yeah, you can
think
about it.
A amount of time to make something, but you can make something that you should get a certain amount of time, but it's also something you're going to be proud of, and you'll want to show other people outside of the 48-hour.
Yeah. And again, nothing against 48. Actually, there was a guy that did the glow up. I'm so sorry. His name is forgetting me. I forget his name. Is the director. He had just came off of a 48-hour 48-hour film festival in Savannah. And then he called me late and asked if I can get in. I said, you can get in, but you're going to have to be done by September 23rd. Are you sure you want to do that? He's like, yeah, I've already got my cast here. So he went right in from a 48, right into a 13. And I was like, God, and he made it. I was like, and it's good. It's pretty good. I was like, oh my God, did you sleep? Did your cast sleep?
Yeah.
I also am a big proponent of just a big person about taking care of your people.
Mm-hmm.
Your cast and crew, especially those that are volunteering their time or giving you a break on their deal or giving you a deal on the rate. Really need to take care of them in Crafty, make sure they're safe. They got a place to go pee. You got to feed them, help them, give them something they really want. When I do the 48s or the 13 days, I always give them a wish list and say, if you could have anything out of this film, what would be that one thing that you could put in your portfolio and be proud of? And I will try to write it into the film, because you gotta give and take. You gotta be a good person to your people. You know what I mean? That's just the only thing I can say. Ooh, wow, I'm really tired today.
Constance said earlier, you could totally tell someone writes a script with AI because there's no heart in it. Using it to get something going when you're stuck is one thing, but you can't make a movie based on it solely in AI. I actually have a
yeah, she's right. Or it has emojis in it.
I have a friend who does he's like a prolific effects guy, and he mentioned that he uses AI sometimes just to get like an idea, and then it's not like that makes what he's doing. It just give him some ideas of different ideas. And I was like, oh, that's like you said, it's a tool.
Well, I use
this Jason guy. He says, I'm sorry. Jason says,
hey,
J-Man loves you. Keep up the good work. It's always a blast and pleasure and honor working with you.
That is our AD. He was the director of last year's and many years before that, of the Bath bumpers. Holloway's one of the coolest motherfucking people you'll ever meet. And I'm sorry, I keep cussing.
That's totally fine.
it's my
It's
thing.
fine on here. Yeah. I interrupted you. I forget what you were.
I don't know. Like, it's just there's so much to talk about. It's very exciting to finally be at this moment where you're starting to wind down after the festival. And we were talking about AI and scripting, and I was talking about there are some applications out there that does use AI as a tool. Like scriptation, and I believe Final Draft is starting to put AI in there too. But it's using it as a tool. And one of the things that helps me on occasion is I'm dyslexic, so sometimes I struggle there. But I now know that I need to get up and walk away. If I'm finding myself going somewhere else and trying to do something in my script or looking for other places to go, then I walk away, because that's a telltale sign of stress. So.
I mean, even things that people don't think is AI, like when you're writing and like it'll give you like word suggestions, like if you, instead of using good or you know what I mean. I mean, there's little
over
things.
Adjectives. Adjectives.
Right. So there's little things everywhere that that is AI that isn't. Even like there's a tool I do use a lot in Photoshop where you can, so if I have like a movie poster and I want to crop it to make a banner, but the size just isn't right, you can set it so it adds a little bit of
you can expand it. Yeah,
right.
and to
it's
me,
not
that's
like
using it as a tool.
It's not like you're creating a whole thing, like throw in this person that doesn't exist or something.
That I definitely would not do, but
no.
So we put that in our tools, and you would be surprised. We actually did get a short film that was done with nothing but AI, and I had to make sure that rule. I had to go back and double check, and it is there. That we do not accept AI content, and that's just in the story.
Yeah.
I
know when I had a film, I don't know if Stephen Biro was on the show for Unearthed Films, and he mentioned that someone had recently made an all AI feature film, and he was really debating about buying it because he said it was great, but he also was afraid of the blowback,
flashbacks.
I'm not really big on the idea of something completely made with AI, to be honest. So
and there's so many people that think differently about AI and how they use it in this world, and I'm not the same person as like my husband, for example. He thinks a totally different way than I do, and I just stay true to myself and my projects and what I'm doing, and he does with his. So it's just the only thing I can tell you is just do the best you can do and just be good to your people, hire people, take care of people. That's what's going to make
this a little annoying too. Like when I make these the 8-bit guys, and I have someone just last night was like, oh, that was AI, and I'm like, no, it's like I do those dot by dot, like so I do see that a lot. Like even some artists on my group, they'll be like, they'll even have to always write, this was not AI, this was hand drawn piece of artwork.
I actually thought about putting that in the animation block, like in the beginning, that this was every film in the animation block was done by a tool or means without AI or something like that. But I really couldn't truly tell you if it was or not. If it passed the sniff test, if that makes any sense, So we got a lot of features too that had content of AI in it as well. And like there would be like this drug sequence of some kind, and it had like AI, and it was okay. It was accepted into many other film festivals, but I would just, try to do it yourself. If you can't afford to hire someone, just try to do it yourself first. I don't know what to say about it. It's a different world out there. So
and as we go on, it'll be more prevalent. So I don't know what to think myself at times. So sometimes it's kind of depressing, but I don't know. But
well, that's what I'm trying to do with filmmaking. Has come to this point of oversaturated market, that the technology, besides just AI, the technology is just there that everybody can be a filmmaker now. It is honestly an indie network. If you think about it, like it's just like sorry, an indie market is probably now going to be able to sell to studios and make good quality films for a Netflix original or something like that, you know? So, but at the same time, the world's changing so much that everybody's doing that. You know what I mean? Everybody's doing that. And there's so many, and how do you stand out above that? So I think next year, what I want to try to do is find out what that answer is. You know, get some more distributors for next year, or let's talk to some people that have made it successfully, or sold a film to Netflix, or sold it to a studio, or even a screenplay and sold them to a screenplay, or something like that, so that we can kind of try to navigate this world together, if it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, my heart's in the right place always.
Yeah. I have a lot of trailers here. Was there another trailer from the 13 cinema?
Yes. The one that was a clean sweep did not have a trailer, which was called Forces from Beyond.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty cool. Those people learned an Irish accent like practically in a few days, and it was very talented. I think you saw it. You saw it. It's really, really cool. So I wish that one had a trailer, but so the other ones we have, let me go see what we got.
Yeah, I have a bunch of trailers here. I'm just I can't remember which one was in which group.
So the one that won the What the Fuck award, and I believe they won a practical effects award, was Goon to Death.
I'm a big fan of Goon to Death. I
Me
really
too.
like this a lot. It was very fun, and I really like both guys. They're both the main people in it, and so there's an interview I got with both of them, which was really fun. But let's check out.
They have a lot of heart too. They love it. They're passionate about it, and they're really good.
Mm-hmm.
I just love it.
Yeah, I really actually want to watch more from him. He
Yeah.
mentioned doing a lot of shorts and a feature. So.
Yeah.
Last night before I went to bed, I had to go drain the tank. But when I went to go pee, it was hard for me to go, and it really hurt.
Been jerking off, haven't you?
You gotta help me.
I want a baby, Ted.
Philip.
You jerked your damn dick off! The only way that we're going to be able to regrow your Johnson is going to be through nuclear regeneration.
Goon to Death is amazing.
It's a good trailer too, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Trailers are really hard to do with short films, especially one that's like 10 minutes, 13 minutes long. But that one, the pacing on that one was really, really good too. I really enjoyed it. And he was telling the story when he won in practical effects about how he made I'm trying to not do a spoiler because, but never mind. I guess I can't say anything because it's a spoiler.
Oh, nice. Constance is kind of what we're talking about. You know, you find people and like you work with them in the future. I totally have a part for him in my next feature.
You know, speaking of Constance, The Offering, which was her film, the first trailer we saw, it won cinematography and production design. And it was phenomenal, like especially the production design and the cinematography, the colors, the movement, the depth in that camera. You could tell it was really well thought out. And it was really exciting to see. But but Forces from Beyond won overall cinema challenge, killer story, which like the blend of their cards and the story that they came up with. And then the acting performance, which was the villain. I believe her name is Erin Collins. I could be wrong. I believe her name is Erin. But VFX and sound, villain, and then the Atlanta Horror Society Award, which I'm also one of the founders of the Atlanta Horror Society. So which is just a social club for people who love horror. It's a place for horror filmmakers to get along with horror enthusiasts, and they just kind of hang out. So our members got together and they voted on a What the Fuck award. And actually, I have one here. Jason made them. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But that was the What the Fuck award. And I'm sorry, that's the Atlanta Horror Society award.
Okay.
But the What the Fuck award is just as cool too. Jason made those two, and then I'll talk about the trophies and stuff later. But
all the trophies are really awesome, and they're great anyway. But then seeing like how much work went into each one, like it really sets them to another level, I think.
I have them right here, actually. Hold on, let me see if I can. So this one is the clay. I carved it out of monster clay.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
I didn't know you had Jason told me that you sculpt them. I didn't realize that. So.
Yeah, I sculpted each one of them.
Yeah.
And I'm not as far as like making molds and stuff like that, I'm not familiar with that process as well. I should have like made the horns thicker and stuff like that. So these are really, really cool. I don't know. I had a lot of fun with it, but the TV monster is in a lot of the Bath stuff too. Yeah. And then we had this year, Bath took on screenplays as well. And I carved this one as well, which is you can see this one, but this is the typewriter monster.
Yeah, that one's super cute.
Our screenplay director, festival director, named this one Frankentype, I think. Which technically it really does look like a Frankentype because
I like it.
It's like it's a very monstrous kind of thing, and I really wanted her to name it. And she has a lot of heart in Bath. She's been a part of Bath for a long time, and I adore her. She's so very talented herself. It's like I'm trying to send her my scripts, but she's really good. Oh, and then I also, I'll show you, this is one that's finished. This one is one of the fresh meats from Buried Alive. And this is what they look like finished up when they're done.
And then they have a little light brain. There we go.
Yeah, there's a little light brain. When you slit up like that, you can't really see the brain.
Yeah, and believe me, people, like in the dark, it looks amazing.
Yeah, everybody, it was like, so you see the like little light brains, they come in there and they just stick in there and they just kind of light up and stuff. So Jason, I carved it, but Jason made 52. Yeah, he made like over 50 of these trophies and molded them and put them together. He too had sleepless nights and lost his October, which was such an amazing dedication to Bath and what it tries to promise people. So it's fun. I don't know. I just wanted the trophies to be unique and different, like Bath is. So
yeah, I love them because they do look handmade, which I think is a huge plus. And, and they're like wild and very creative, and they're all around great in my opinion.
Here's the clay version of the typing guy. You can probably see him a little bit better.
Yeah, he's super cute.
Yeah. So I have another one that I have for next year. I'm going to give it a try, but Jason really did a good job on the What the Fuck Awards, so we're probably just going to give it to him again. But I had this idea for the What the Fuck next year, so we'll see. We'll see which one comes out.
Son of Billy Wagner here says, when the hell is that Wisconsin movie coming out, Creature Fear? People are talking about it, but I'm guessing the rest of us won't be able to see it for a year or more. Yeah, we get to see
Creature Fear is a good one.
Yeah, I saw it. Everyone that was at BAF saw it, Buried Alive Film Festival, and I just interviewed the director and some of the cast. So you can check that out, Son of Billy Wagner. I don't think I knew exactly where it was going yet, but it'll eventually. Oh, that's the thing when you go to festivals, you're going to see stuff, before it goes somewhere. And sometimes they'll know it's going to wherever in a few. And sometimes if you see it early, you don't know when it's going to come out or where it's going to come out. And unfortunately, sometimes they don't go anywhere, which I don't like to talk about, but so that's kind of a bittersweet thing. It's cool that you get to see it, but also sad that maybe it doesn't go somewhere. But it's also a lot of times your only chance to see it on the big screen with a group of horror movie fans.
Yeah.
With an audience.
I have a couple friends that work in distribution, and there was 2 of them last year, and they made an offer to one of the features. I'm not sure what came out of that. I should ask, probably. I just kind of, this is them. They won this. It's great. Here you go. Introduce each other. How's it going? I didn't get a chance to read that one.
John Whitwell. So many iconic award characters. You did a great job crafting those.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I like I said, I just had fun. I was just really having fun. I wanted to do something fun.
I like that. I had I have a bit of workshop envy because I made a very small workshop in my basement when I started making my puppet. But
your puppet is so cool.
Because I enjoyed doing it, so I took my old D&D table that I haven't played D&D in decades, and so I cleaned that off, and now it's my puppet. And I've expanded that. So
yeah. They were talking about Creature Fear. That was one of my favorites that came out.
Yeah, it's really good.
Too. It was really good. It was really well done. They all were. It's so hard for me to I can't even know who's winning until the day of, because I'm just one of those people that just gets so excited for people. I'm so supportive and so encouraging for people to just keep going and keep doing it. And then if I end up with it in a conversation with that filmmaker talking about their film, you'll see it on my face. Like, it's all over my face. I'll be like, so I can't know anything until the day of, because I talk to people throughout the festival, and I'm like, so,
right. I got you.
Yeah.
So Puppy Sleuth, this is Tara, my friend, my new co-host, Tara here.
Aww.
She told me that it's shepherd's pie night with her family. So that I understand.
Heck yeah, dude. I don't blame her. Yeah, go eat your
I'm
shepherd's
a fan
pie.
of shepherd's pie, but
Motorboat that shepherd's pie.
she's saying you look beautiful. It's very nice.
Oh, that was very sweet of you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Show me your puppet. I do have it here.
She wants to see your puppet.
So I have the whole I have everything here. But I'm just going to show the head. It all goes together.
He is the coolest, Constance. He is the coolest. Look at him. Check him out.
He's got blinking eyes, moving mouth. This is all handmade, hand sewn.
Yeah.
This is the prototype. I'd never made a puppet before. This is the prototype, which is made out of a seat cushion. Part of a seat cushion, and the mouth plate is actually a to-go container that like a cheeseburger came in from. And I was like, "Oh, it works!" And so then I made a slightly better version of this, basically the same, but a little bit better material. And then I sewed the stuff around, and I'm very happy with it. So
I love it. That's the one place I probably will not go into is puppet making. It's.
I never thought I would either, but I really enjoyed it. So.
It looks like such a hard craft to do, but it's so cool. You've done a great job, Neal. It looks amazing. You. I love that you tagged me in them too. And I was like, there he is.
Yeah, so originally I was going to show him at all. I'm glad I have, because he has taken off, and people are asking me. I didn't even know they knew about him at Buried Alive. And
yeah,
you're
famous by the way. You're famous at Buried Alive. Thank you for letting little old me on your show.
We've got multiple hands for him, and I won't show all that now, but I have started on a second puppet. It's in the very early stages, but this is actually for Tara's character in Arbor Day.
That's right, Arbor Day. I'm excited for that. So I think I donated to that campaign.
So it's very early stages. The eyes and the ears aren't, but it is going to be basically like her cat that she pets, kind of Dr. Claw.
Oh yeah, you're going to be the next Jim Henson. I could see this.
All right. So
That's
yeah,
so
well,
cool.
thank you. I like that.
I'm excited for Arbor Day. So tell us when you're going to start production on that.
So in the beginning of the year, we're gonna start the new crowd funder, and hopefully the plan is to film in spring or fall if we have to, because where I am, it's too hot and it's too busy in the summer because it's I live where the tourists come, and way too cold in the winter. So
Right.
the plan is to film in the spring or the fall if we have to, but spring is the idea. And I had the idea in 2012 originally, and at that time it was really just about a killer tree. And the idea would be that you'd film it through the eyes of the tree, and you'd have some branches coming over the over. I thought it'd be easy to make, and I live by the forest. And since then, it's expanded. It's a demonic tree. There's a cult of Arbor that the basic idea is that this ancient cult, tricked everybody because they created this holiday, Arbor Day, and on that day, if you plant a tree, a demonic force can possess the tree. So sort of the opposite of how
So
like
creative.
a lot of holidays are co-opted by like Christian. They took over like pagan holidays. This is the reverse of that. These ancient pagans made their own holiday to trick people.
Oh my
It's
God.
demonic
That's awesome.
trees.
That's so awesome. I
And
love
this
it.
is Master Zog. There is an ancient force. He's not
Master
evil. He's good.
Zog.
Master Zog, yes, and he teaches my character the way of the fields to battle the cult.
Oh my God, this sounds like so much fun. Anyway, well, let me know when you're in production. I may sneak a little. Well, you can't if you submit it to BAF, I can't be a part of it in any way.
No, that's true. It's true. We'll figure something out.
Yeah. You were talking about your film. I have some friends that are making so it's on Seed and Spark right now. I'd love to give them a shout out if you don't mind.
Yeah, of course.
It's called Signal Zero, and it's a sci-fi. They were at BAF. They put 2 films in BAF. They were in the Cinema Challenge and they were in the Georgia Locals. Actually, they had Candy and there was another one, Night Shift, and they were all over the place at BAF. It was pretty cool. And then they also wanted to come in and talk about their studio. So I was like, heck yeah, if you're filmmakers, please come and, you're already in the festival, might as well go ahead and set up a table, So anyway, sorry, I digress again. But their film is called Signal Zero, and it's a sci-fi film, and it's a feature, and this team is incredible. It's made by Title Frame, and it's on Seed and Spark. And I would love to share the link later on.
Yeah, of course, Tina, and I'll put it in the description and on the website.
Yeah. There's that's something I wanted to try to keep doing. Every year I try to figure out a way, how can I support filmmakers making more films? Can they do a Seed and Spark? Because Seed and Spark was our sponsor this past year. And can they do a Seed and Spark campaign, and then we share their video throughout the festival to try to raise money for their film? But that's really hard to do because usually when they're raising money, it's a 3-month campaign. So you can't really submit or anything like that. So I'm trying to figure that out, but hopefully maybe next year that'll happen. So I just want to support more filmmakers, let's make more work.
Yeah.
But, yeah. That's very sweet. You know what? I just, it actually comes from a very sad place. Why I'm so supportive is because I'm going to cry, actually. I'm very emotional. Excuse me. I'm up there on awards and somebody wins and I'm like so happy for them that my tears come down my face. Oh my God. Anyway, but I just see how this world is changing, and it feels like it's abusive to our artists. And as an artist myself, and have witnessed the abuse firsthand, I don't like it. I don't like it. I hate it. And the only way I know to fight back is to do film festivals like these, to help encourage their films. I'll sign up for free. I will go up on set. They can't enter and bury alive if I come up and help, though. But I will sign up on set and I will be a PA if I have to, because it's just fun. Filmmaking is fun to me, but I want people to make their films happen. And I just want to fight back from the bullshit that's happening right now. these days. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just like it's really hard out there, and I'm watching it, and it's just, yeah, keep making movies, y'all. Fight it. Keep making those movies. But anyway, so
my pal Christian Cortez. Do you know Christian? He says two of his favorite people. So.
Oh,
he worked for the Smodcastle.
Yes, I know Christian. Oh my God, he made another film recently. I thought he was going to submit it. It was a video game.
Oh, yeah, the animation one. Yeah, it's great. And Christian is the one who gave me some pointers on puppet making.
Yes. He Christian also is a Ghostbusters fan like I am. Yeah. So we've conversed on Ghostbusters and going to New York and going to the headquarters up there and hanging out. Yeah.
Christian's awesome.
Yeah.
And just real quick, when Tara, she's starting her a magazine, Scream Queen Zine, and it's like alt fashion and alternative models and weird underground movies and stuff. And so when that gets going, I think someone like you would be a good interview for that.
Oh my God, I would love that. I would just, sounds like fun.
Yeah, and her idea is she'd pitch it better than me, but is like to get it into comic book shops and hobby stores and things like that. So.
The whole idea of the word scream queen to me, I just have always loved. I don't know.
Grind queens.
Grind queens,
yeah,
even better.
Just a little different, yeah.
Grindhousey kind of queens.
Yeah, grindhouse, yes.
Fuck yeah, that's my style. That's my jam.
Yeah,
that's my jam.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I would love that. Thank you very much. That was very sweet of you. I would. Anytime.
So let's show a couple of these. Forged in Fire we have here. This was also from the 13 Cinema.
Yes.
Noah, what are you doing? What are you holding? You're scaring me.
That was a really well done trailer because it just gives you enough to whoa, when in the back there when something's panning out from behind her. That's a really cool shot.
It was, the whole thing was, it's hard for me to I want to say all these cool things about the films because I've seen them all, and then I'm like, oh, but they're going into other film festivals, so I don't want to. I got to hold back a bit.
Yeah, shorts are a little hard to talk about because you don't want to give them away.
Yeah, but hey, we had our very first youngest team on Buried Alive. And they were there, and they were the cutest to see them watch their film on the big screen. And it was meant to be a serious film, but the audience just freaking ate it up as kind of like comedy and stuff. And they're 16 years old. They're all in film school together, and they decided to just get together and make a film. And I will say that the actor, and that is my son, so I had to step off, I had to completely step off. And it was very hard because I was watching them fall asleep at the computer while they're editing. And I'm like, I can't even wake them up. I can't do anything. And I would get a question, hey, can we borrow this? And I would I wonder what I'm going to make for dinner today. And I would walk off. But, it's just anyway, if you want to play that trailer, it's called Crimson Case.
Yeah, we will play that right now. And it's funny, they were sitting behind me, and I talked to them a little bit. And then afterwards, like, oh, have you guys ever been to a film festival before? And the one was like, no. And the other one's like, yeah, I've been to a bunch of them. I was like, oh. But I didn't realize it was your son at the time. So
he plays the vampire in there.
Yeah. Here we go.
What was that? Oh, Lord.
Very good. Yeah.
I'm very proud of them. Very proud of them.
And this is a good point by Constance. Having a competition is about creating opportunity. You roll for that. Just because the word competition's in the title doesn't mean people have to be nasty about it. It's fun to play, win or lose. Yeah, I agree.
Really well said.
Really
well said. Really well
and
said.
no one there was like that either. Everyone
Nope.
that I saw was like, they were happy to see everybody's different.
Yeah. And I was really upfront with a lot of people there. It's like, I'm never going to tell anybody to not create. That is the worst thing you could ever do to anyone, especially my son. And my son said he really wanted to be a part of it this year and he wanted to give it a try. And I just wasn't going to say no. I just wasn't going to say no. And if people had a problem with it, then we can talk about it. But I was not a judge. I was a selection committee, and I can open up the scores if you wanted me to. So,
yeah.
They did get nominated, but they didn't win. That was pretty cool, though. It was exciting. So I see Anissa Matlock is on in your comments right there, and she did a cinema challenge film called The Beast.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna play that. So.
It won. Which was at one time called the Risk Taker, and now it is called the Romero Award, which I can't wait to tell you more about that. But if you want to play her trailer.
Then we'll talk about the Romero Award, which is a fantastic name.
Thank you.
And it's really cool how that came about.
Big team.
I didn't think you'd show up, you sexy beast.
Given how your brother just passed, I figured this party would be a little bit more fucking tame.
Would have been nice if you would have told me you were fucking sober.
You gonna take a shot with us?
Do a line.
Mushrooms, GHB, 2CB, methadone, speed, Xanny.
It's better for everyone if I don't.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't think she was gonna show up.
You missed me. You're in for a ride now.
Don't let it out. Don't let it free. Where's the beast? Where's the beast? Where's the beast?
It was the beast.
Where's the beast? Where's it?
Wow.
Yes, that was an amazing trailer.
There is I think it's okay to say this, Anissa. I apologize. But there's an underwater shot, and that's all I'm going to say. Blew my mind. It's beautiful. I don't know how they did that, how they got the equipment to be able to do that. I wanted to get a chance to ask her about it, but I didn't get a chance to. But and I also, the score, that song, they scored their own song for that.
Oh wow!
Too. So and it sounds like Anissa's voice, and I've been meaning to ask her that too. Is if Anissa, if you're there, is that your voice singing The Beast? Because it sounds a little bit like you. So we'll see. But it was really well done. So the Risk Taker Award was an award that I wanted most out of this festival was to help. Horror has healed me and changed me in my life. It's clinically proven that horror can help with depression and anxiety and all this kind of stuff. It solves. If you'll notice, the horror community is the calmest, nicest, most loving, inclusive family there is, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when we use our films to kind of change the world, to tell a different story, or to bring awareness to something, I just really wanted to support and celebrate that, because that to me is a risk. Because whether it's your belief in politics, whether it's on either side of things, it's the fact that you're still willing to stand up strong for your beliefs and your convictions, and you're making a film about something that changes the world and brings awareness to something, right? It's just, we're just making a world a better place. So anyway, that was called the Risk Taker Award. And we have some really amazing volunteers, Nathan and Elizabeth, and I've got a bunch I want to name out later, but Nathan came to me and said, you know what, that just doesn't sound like the risk taker to me. You know, I think that when I hear that, I hear risk, taking risk. And I was like, well, what are you thinking? And at first I was a little held back because I was like, please don't tell me you want to get rid of this award.
Right.
I love it.
Yeah.
And he's like, no. I think what it needs to be is you need to talk to Tina Romero. And I did. And she, when I asked her if we could rename this award and what it meant. And it was such a great idea because George Romero and what Tina Romero is doing embodies what that award is supposed to do or honor people with. And so she gave us the blessing during the awards to call it the Romero Award. So now, instead of Risk Taker, actually I'm remaking Anissa's. Anissa won with The Beast, which was about addiction, which was really well done. And it's going to have the Romero Award on it. So I'm actually going to change the award too for that Romero Award. And I kind of want to put George Romero glasses on it.
Oh, I love that idea. Yeah. That's a really cool idea. These aren't really George Romero glasses, but they're similar, I guess.
I don't have any, but I have black glasses, so I don't know if that counts. But yeah, so I have followed George Romero's career. I have followed, and then Tina with short filmmaking and what she does with the George Romero Foundation. When you're a filmmaker yourself, you kind of follow people and you want to know how did they get to where they are? What did they do? What are their skills or techniques that they do when they're making films? And Tina and George Romero were two of those people that I admired. When she made Queens of the Dead, that was her first feature. Mm-hmm. So BAF wanted to make her Filmmaker of the Year. And Filmmaker of the Year is also kind of like the Romero Award. It doesn't just look at your success and talent. I have a description of it, but it doesn't just look at your success, your talent. Well, what are you doing with that success? What are you doing with that talent? How are you paying it forward? You know, are you taking care of your people? That's a big thing, you know, just a lot of things like that. So it was a no-brainer when we decided to have Tina. So we sent her an email and talked to her, and we knew about it for about 3 months and couldn't say anything because I just didn't want the rug to be pulled out from underneath me at the very last minute because she's very busy and she was going through a world premiere at the time for Queens of the Dead. She was so busy and I was like, I'm so excited. Please say yes. She did. She was so ecstatic, and what a wonderful human being. Everything I knew she would be. Everything, like
she was so supportive of the whole festival and you and and other filmmakers there. It was really nice to see.
Yeah, her and her partner were wearing Buried Alive t-shirts.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Sunday. Yeah. I was like, hell yeah, dude, that's awesome. Oh yeah, that's really cool. It's really cool. And now they live up there in New York, and I go to New York. Well, I was going frequently, but I do go up there sometimes, and I'm going to have dinner with her sometime soon.
Oh, so sweet. Awesome.
Love to do that.
Yeah.
Get a chance to talk with her. And anyway, we'll see if that happens anytime soon, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Anissa, is it Anissa or Anissa? Anissa. I love
Maybe
the heart behind
it wrong.
I love the heart behind the award. Thank you for creating it, Shannon. And big shout out to my first AD who cut our trailer, Dante Watts. Very cool.
It was really well done. It's like I said, it's so hard to do a trailer for a short because you don't want to give everything away.
Right.
And that's another one that was really well done too. So.
And she also did mention that the whole score was original, and The Beast is my song I wrote and recorded specifically for this contest. That's really wild.
Wow. So that is your voice? Is that right? Is
Yeah.
it that? Wow. I'm just speechless. It's that kind of thing that hits me in the heart. I'm like, that's so cool.
Yeah, not only to shoot that in 13 days, like then you do an original song for it, and it's like this.
Yeah, doesn't that just blow your mind that these
Yeah,
people are just they scored and colored and edited and wrote and it's phenomenal. Blows on. Yeah, it is. You are a badass and you know it. So cool. So cool. Well, congratulations on winning the Romero Award. One of the first
congratulations.
Romero
That's
Awards
awesome.
for
Yeah, and
the
it's the first
challenge.
one, so that's pretty wild.
Yeah, that's gonna be so cool.
First year for it.
I need to ask Anissa if she wants me to wait to see if I want to put the glasses on it or not. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But also, Bath had a Romero Award as well,
Mhm.
and it actually does look very Romero.
They do, yeah. I don't think his were tinted, but
No, but it still looks good. And the winner of that was the Cramps. And Brooke Sellers is an incredible
yeah, she's gonna be on the show soon. I have to set that up,
Good.
probably in early December, I think.
good human being. She has her own film festival too called The Warp Witch in
I didn't know
New
that.
Orleans. Yeah, I was there this last year. We won an Audience Choice Award. And it was fun. It was so much fun. Again, the same kind of atmosphere. It was very family friendly. You could talk to anybody. You could just go and just say, "Hey, did you do this film? Tell me about it." And it would just start this conversation and go. And I support her in everything she does. She's also one of those that is very supportive of filmmakers and women's rights and things like that. So she definitely deserves that. So. Okay, she wants the glasses.
I don't blame her. All
I'm
right,
gonna send it to Tina too, so she'll love it.
we'll play the Cramps trailer now here.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And where on earth would a girl like you want to work?
I don't know. How about maybe a beauty salon?
A beauty salon? What would you even possibly know about beauty?
What's wrong with working in a beauty salon? Other girls work there.
Yes, those kinds of girls. Your father, God. I bet he's rolling over in his coffin as we speak. Why can't you be more like your sister?
You got cramps? It's all well and normal.
Well, some pretty not normal stuff has been happening to me.
Here for any particular reason?
Poor Agnes.
What the hell is happening to me? You gotta help me. I don't know what to do. It's happening again.
Them vagina problems, they some fickle bitches.
You got vagina problems? That's some fickle bitches.
That's a great trailer. I even love their production company at the beginning.
Yes.
That's really cool.
She's a production designer as well, and that is very Brooke's style, and it's phenomenal. She's like one of those filmmakers I like to follow and root for all the time. She was at Film Quest with that film too, so it was pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Yeah, awesome.
So I'm looking forward to. I met her at Buried Alive, and anyway, we set up that she's gonna come on the show, so that'll be cool.
I'm so sad I didn't get to talk to so many people. There was somebody like Aaron Day was there, and there were so many people that I didn't like. Blair, she did the film Rem. I don't think I gave you that trailer, but Rem was really good too. And she came all the way out from California, and that, like, everybody was talking about that film in the hallways, the Cramps in the hallway. It's just, that's another thing I really enjoy is like people coming out of the theater and then they're talking about the film.
Yeah. So my plan is next time I go, because I will be back. I'll have a better idea of how to do live streaming. I think I'm just going to set up, because I don't need a lot of space just for my phone and stuff, and kind of set up somewhere in the hallway and people can just come in and out. They don't have to, do like a long form interview, come in, say what they thought. It kind of like capture the feel of being out in the hallway. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yes. We got to deck it out for you, though. We're gonna have to
Yes,
deck it out
people
for
know
you.
there'd be an arrow
Yeah.
over here or something, but
That's also something else that was pretty cool about Bath, and that just kind of happened. It's now a thing that wasn't meant to be a thing. Was the first year we Shane came in and Jason, and they just kind of built out this skull wall and this little tunnel thing, and that was our step and repeat. And then we had a couple of body parts, and then of course we have the arcade, the Buried Alive arcade, which was built by Blake Myers. And I'm so sorry, the other guy is escaping me, Andrew, I think. Oh, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me if you hear me. Put your name in the comments because it's a pretty cool thing. You see the Pac-Man's like zombie on the arcade unit.
That whole thing. The arcade machine is awesome. I took a lot of pictures of it and I played it. It was wild. I heard there's like a working smoke machine in it.
Yes. You can step back and if you can have it start smoking with the remote, but it probably set off the fire alarm. So you didn't do that there at the plaza. But I'm actually going to go pick it up and it's going to be in my living room now.
Oh, nice.
We also have a Blake and them made another one, which is like an egg machine. Did you see that downstairs?
No.
We have it's you remember the Flintstone egg machines where you put a quarter in and the chicken would spin and then it would drop an egg down.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
So they found one of those and remade it, and it now has a skull and it turns around and it says something cool, and then I think it says I love you, and then drops an egg, and it has Halloween toys in it.
This is great. This is amazing.
And I wanted to bring it up there so bad this year. there was so much stuff that came up with us that there was just no room and no time. So next year I'll make sure it gets up there. The plaza wants it. They're like, "Where's the egg machine?" And I'm like, "You got a truck?"
Right. Yeah, it's funny because I'm a big arcade guy. So me and my brother actually today went to this new arcade that's got all these old machines at not too far from me. And outside, we like pinball, so we were playing pinball. But outside, they had the old, they had the Flintstones mobile that like you ride.
Yeah.
Like in front of Kmart, you put a quarter in. Yeah, I don't think they worked anymore, but but they had that was what they have all out in the front. I don't think you could ride them anymore, but it was really cool to see them all. I thought.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's it's really neat. It's really cool to even have it in my house.
Oh yeah.
You come to the house and they're like, "I play your arcade." It's like, that's Baths, but yes, of course. It's so cool. I love playing it. Also, the Pac-Man zombie. There's a Pac-Man zombie that's in there too. It's pretty neat. Did you see the Pac-Man zombie?
No.
It's like it's a screensaver where you pick the games, and it's not an actual game they made, but they just remade
Pac-Man
and zombies, and it's really cool. I'll see if I can find it and send it to you. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm really interested. But I have Tara. I want to see the Cramps so bad now. Love the styling. Yeah, I figured that would be up your alley. So.
Yeah.
But she'll be on Tara, so you'll be able to see the movie before then.
If there are filmmakers that are on right now, I wanted to put this challenge out because there's something that I noticed this year and last year that I didn't. I mean, like I said, I watch every single film that comes in. It gets entered. I watch it because I want to make sure that someone has seen their film and someone has looked at it, and we have a ton of judges that look at things. I don't know where I'm going with that, but anyway, where was I going? Oh my God.
If there's any filmmakers out there. Yeah.
Huh?
If there's filmmakers out there, I'm not sure.
Oh yes. So I want to challenge them to make something terrifying. That is the one thing I haven't really seen yet that is so terrifying that I go to bed afraid to go to bed at night because it's nightmares and stuff. I haven't seen anything truly terrifying yet. That I think that's what I would love to see if someone comes out. Now I'm not a selection committee member, but it would be a refreshing change to see something out there that's totally terrifying. So that's what I'm trying to do with my filmmaking, is do something terrifying.
All right. So what would be what would be terrifying to you? Because
well, I mean, there's a lot of psychological trauma, but that psychological films can be terrifying as well. When I think terrifying, I think Poltergeist and the old man at the door.
No, so like part 2 with the
Yeah, that's right, part 2. And that to me was truly terrifying. Like
that's a really even now
that
if
was
you see
scary to me.
stills, I think it's still scary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The Ring when it came out, it didn't grow well or didn't
Age well.
age well, yeah. But The Ring when it first came out, that was truly terrifying to me. Just something with a lot of kills in it, just something scary. Like make me walk away from give me a new monster to look at. Give me something different and just childhood trauma is definitely terrifying.
Yeah, well, when I was as I grew up watching all kinds of horror stuff, so I don't want to be like I'm a tough guy, but not a lot of stuff actually would scare me, but the stuff when I was a kid that did disturb me was I was always afraid of the tall man from Phantasm.
Yes.
And the trailer from Magic, that's always been like the scariest.
Yes.
It's like a short, like 25-second trailer with the man with the. Now that I think about it, maybe that was why I like the puppet stuff. I don't know, but because it's a puppet and he says a little limerick and it's like, and now we're dead.
Yeah. A lot of Rob
scary.
Zombie's movies that they're really terrifying to me. I mean, we don't have to go into like violence to the point of violence against women and stuff, but
yeah, because there is like I think it's because of Terrifier's success. There is kind of more of that lately.
Yeah,
more of like a mean-spirited kind of thing.
I'm not I don't know if I should even say this on here because I know there's a lot of Terrifier fans, but I'm just not truly a Terrifier fan. But that could be because I don't like clowns either. I think it's like zombies a little bit. It's a little oversaturated market, which to me is there's too many clowns out there. It's just
they're
already scary. It's fine.
I like Terrifier, but
yeah.
It is wild that Terrifier didn't really cost much, especially the first one, and that it's like really blown up so much.
Yeah, good for him. Good for him. He found something and he landed it, and good for him. Really good.
Art really is like a new horror icon. It's always Jason and Michael. And it's like for years you really didn't have any, and I think that really is one. And the Grabber might be one from Black Phone. Like you start to see that.
I was about to say that because now they've made him Supernatural.
Yeah,
he looks like he's supernatural now. So which kind of gives it. Black Phone kind of gives from what I see of the trailer, reminds me of Nightmare on Elm Street. It takes this whole new aspect of Nightmare on Elm Street and does it this way, which I'm glad that they're taking a different spin and making them supernatural. Let's see how
I really like some people didn't like Black Phone too. I really liked it a lot actually.
I haven't seen it.
And I like it's almost like if the first Nightmare on Elm Street was about Freddy as a human.
Yeah.
And then like the first movie was the sequel. It's kind of like you don't really see that like where the first movie he's like a normal guy, and then all of a sudden now it is like after he was not to spoil the first movie, after he gets killed. And so I don't know, I think that's really cool actually. You don't really see that.
Yeah, no, you don't. And but in the Black Phone 2 trailer, there's a part where the girl spins in the air and blood's going everywhere.
Yeah, very much.
That
like the
was terrifying to me. Yeah, that looked really, really cool. And it made me ask, how did they do that?
Yeah.
How did they I don't know. That was very freaking cool.
There's a lot of good stuff. And there's a lot of good stuff. Like all the dream sequences in the movie are on film, so they got this grainy. So it kind of like it gives you a hint when you're in a dream because now it's like grainy film, and I don't know, just stuff like that. I thought was really well done. There's not really a ton of kills. It's got kind of like a 70s kind of pace to it. I liked it a lot. Maybe not for everybody, but I was into it, and it did really well, so that was good.
That's awesome. That means there'll be a 3 then.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
And the main girl. So if you saw the first movie, it's about the son, the kid and his sister. This one's about both them again, but the sister is more in the forefront.
Yeah.
And like kind of expands on like I don't give the movie away, but maybe she's got some hidden powers, and I don't know. I thought it was really well done. It's kind of expanding the universe and the mythology.
Yeah. Definitely. When I was talking about like zombies and clowns are just kind of overplayed, I do want to say that I loved Tina's spin on zombies with Queens of the Dead. I mean,
because I grew up loving zombies, and I agree. Like, then you got so many zombies, but then when something is cool and does something different, you're like, oh, this, this.
It was refreshing.
Yeah,
that's what it was. It was refreshing, and it was so good. I mean, I'm okay with you serving me those zombies. I hate to say, I love it. I loved it. I wanted more of it. I can't wait for a 2. I want to find out what happens to those characters. I was really bought in, and I would, it's just, if you're going to do something like Frankenstein or something like that, do something truly unique and different. Well, that's really hard for me to say Frankenstein off changing something different, because there's also something about the originals too. Universal monsters are really hard for me to like. I take those are old loves to me, and I don't like people touching them.
Yeah, I've got I'm decked out with Universal monsters behind me, because that's what got me into. When I was a kid, I'd record them off TV. It's always funny now to think, like, I have all these VHS tapes of stuff I recorded off TV, and now you can just go stream them literally anywhere, like at any time. But back then you couldn't. So
yes, right. And I guess I'm just a love of the arts. So it's hard for someone to touch an original or classic and me to be okay with it. I liked Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, but I thought it was more beautiful than it was worth the story,
I liked it a lot. I actually think that the biggest negative I thought was the Maya Goth character. I don't think it was written very well.
Yeah,
I actually even think she's miscast as that character.
I think so too.
I think her strength is usually kind of like more of like someone that's emotionless. And this was a character that really relied on emotion. And I just don't think it was right for her. And I don't think it was written particularly well either.
Yeah, I hope she hasn't been typecasted too. I feel like when I was watching her and as that character, I really was seeing Maxine and all that stuff. And I'm trying.
Yeah, kind of almost like we know this is like probably the biggest horror actress, like modern day. So we'll cast her in the movie, but I don't think it was really the right role for her, and I don't think it was well thought out, the character.
No, I don't. Well, I did love the intent of her character. I love the intent of it.
I really thought it was going somewhere else that it doesn't go. Not to spoil the movie, but unless they do that in the follow-up. But
yeah, and I don't want to give it away, but I did love the fact that she was the intent of her loving the monster, finding the beauty out of imperfectness. To me, is just the part of that Frankenstein story is what I really love. I also saw Guillermo del Toro's documentary recently, and what I love about it is his tale on horror and our monsters, and why people love them so much is because they're not perfect beings. That also,
especially the original Universal monsters.
Yeah.
None of them are really like villains. They're all sympathetic characters.
Misunderstood.
Yeah. Frankenstein's monster is not the villain of the story. It's the doctor.
It's the doctor, but the book actually makes Frankenstein terrifying. I need to go and read it again, but yeah, Frankenstein is actually pretty terrifying. Have
you ever seen the play? So it's not like released anywhere where you can like buy it or anything, but they show it every Halloween, like at different. It's a live play, and so they show it like at different theaters around every Halloween, and it's got 2 really big actors, and I can't remember them now. And it's interesting because they did the live play, and they would alternate who played the doctor, who played Frankenstein, and so you could see either version, which is interesting. And I would really recommend it if you've not seen it.
So this is going to sound really stupid. I guess it's more talks to the person I am, but the Frankenstein I really love, oh my God, everybody's going to hate me for this, is Young Frankenstein.
I'm a huge fan of Young Frankenstein. Frankenstein.
That is my favorite. That is my favorite. Abby Normal Somebody.
Yeah, I absolutely love the movie. Yeah, that's so. 1 year, every year I go to this 12-hour Halloween marathon, and 1 year they showed the original Frankenstein, and I was taking an Uber home, and it was like a kid probably like in his early 20s, and he said, "Oh, what movies you seen?" I was like, "Oh, one was the original Frankenstein," And he said, "Oh, I seen that recently." He started explaining it, and halfway through, I was like, "Oh, he's talking about Young Frankenstein. He thinks that's the original movie." But and I was too tired to correct him. I was just like, "Oh, it's fine, whatever."
But you know, I'm actually hoping to make some films this year too. I've got a couple shorts I'm working on. I'm writing. I'm rewriting, actually. You know, one of the cool things about being a festival director, it's not about inspiration. I'm learning things about pacing and structure. You know, I'm learning how things should formulate. I don't think you can. I don't know. It's really cool to be able to see people's imaginative and how they're structuring stories and how they're, you know, the technicals behind things and how they're doing things. Because I had a question about how someone else did something, because I had that's going to go somewhere. That's going to be a very long story, but I had this practical effect that I was trying to figure out how to do an affordable and safe way of doing it. And I saw someone who did the similar effect, just a little off, and it helped me realize how I can make that effect work in this film and still be safe and still, you know, play it off practically and be cool. So that's, yeah, you get to ask these people how did they do things, and that's really neat.
Yeah, and I actually, another thing that Buried Alive really liked was the writers panel.
Yes, that was Dana and I were talking about that, and I really wanted her to. We were talking about having the writers panel, but I really wanted Dana to be a part of that writers panel too, because she's very, very talented and deserved to just sit up there with such great people. William Sterling, Andrew Byrne, Tina Romero, Dana Nofke. I think I did it right.
Yeah, it's Nofke. Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna be so proud. And then Anissa Matlock was there too. And the idea when we were talking about this, I said, you know, every time I go to a writer's panel, we talk about how to write for horror, how to structure horror, how to, you know, the normal technical things. I want to ask the questions I'm afraid to ask in public. I want to have it in an intimate setting. I want us to all be in this place. And I said, there's no stupid questions here. Just ask away. Ask what you want to ask, because this is your opportunity. And these are people from all different walks of life. Like some was a novelist, some were a journalist, one was a writer, one is getting started she's established in her indie career but hasn't really sold anything yet, you know. Some have sold their films, you know, and some have made them and seen them go off into be beautiful masterpieces like Queens of the Dead, you know. So it was fascinating to find out, like, just ask these questions that have been driving me nuts. Like, when I'm writing, one of my biggest problems is that I'm too descriptive, and that's because I'm a director and I'm an editor. So I see the whole entire story in my head, and I feel like if I don't get it out on the paper, then it's going to be lost in production. And I don't know why I can't detach myself from that. But I believe it was William Sterling and Tina that was talking about killing your darlings, you know, letting it go and let it become art. So that's something Jacob says too. But anyway,
there was something Tina said about, which I didn't even think about, but it's really what, because Arbor Day is the first script I've written myself from beginning to end. I've helped with other things, but and someone asked about, like, so instead of just having like the goth girl or the nerd, like, how do you make this into a real person? And she said about, you know, thinking of like a friend of yours. And I was like, that's actually how I wrote Arbor Day, is like most of the characters are people I know, just, you know, they're amplified and stuff. But because even when I was reading over the script, we had like a script reading with some of the people in it, and the character my brother's playing, he's like, is this just me? And I'm like, yeah, pretty much. But because there's a lot of little things he says, and it's different than him, but it does add like some quirkiness to the characters, and, you know, makes them like more real people, I think. So
right.
That was encouraging to hear someone say that.
Well, I was working on a story for my first feature. I was working on for about 3 years. And then we went to Smodcastle and I sat down with Kevin Smith and I said, you know, your dialogue, the way you write dialogue is just so deep and thoughtful. And how do you even come up with stories like this for them to have a conversation about like the Death Star and the contractors? Who ever thought about that, you know? And he said that I just rewrite things that have happened or conversations that I've had, and I make them go the way I want them to go. That changed my whole entire story because now my characters are written around people and their personalities and what I want from them. And it's so cool. It has changed the story for the better. And I love it. Like, there's like scenes that I wrote about, we'd go to the golf clubs at night and maybe this is too much for this podcast, but we'd go to the golf clubs at night and then we'd go to Waffle House and sober up, which we got to do.
Yeah, we never win. Yeah. Another reason I have to come back.
Yes. Yes, but you're a Steak and Shake fan, and I get it.
I do like that, yeah. But we did not get to Waffle House, and I would like to sit
but
down.
I'll make it happen next time. I promise. I promise. But yeah, and and they would play with the ashtrays, and there was this things that we would all do as a group and sober up in that Waffle House. So I went right back to that thought and that memory, and I told that story, and I realized the dialogue just came out, and it worked, and it finally worked. And then I realized, so that is like the best tip I could ever get from anyone right now. It's like what Kevin Smith said and what Tina Romero said was just write them around people that you know, and they become the personality. It also becomes a little bit easier to write about them too. So.
Yeah, and shout out to my friend Michael Epstein, who I made movies with, and one of my first big hurdles was like writing the script. Originally, I was like, I don't know a lot of all the technical sides of like the script, and he's like, don't even worry about that, just write it. And if we're all going to make it, that doesn't necessarily matter. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I was like, all right, yeah, that's true. And we could fix that up after if things should be moved around or different headers or whatever.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited. I'm really excited about doing some filmmaking this year, and then getting right into BAF again. So that usually starts around September as far as like the planning stages and stuff. But the Plaza, we're returning to the Plaza in 2026. We love that is our home. They love us there, so we love them. We support them any way we can. And it's just a beautiful venue. I don't know if you saw you were there, so
yeah, I love it.
There's some beautiful pictures that were taken of the sunset by Jason, and it's gorgeous. It's on your title card, I think. So all
right, let me grab these pictures. But we got really bad news. I didn't know this. My brother here, Troy, Udo Kier passed away.
Oh no,
that sucks. Yeah, I met Udo Kier. He was going to be on the show once, and for whatever reason, it didn't happen. But really interesting guy, had a great career. So that's unfortunate here. All right, we're gonna but he was in a lot of wild movies.
Yeah, he was.
And had the most amazing eyes whenever you meet him in person. All right,
Constance.
Hey, Constance and some goof there. That's a cool
she looks great.
Yeah, she looks awesome.
She looks great. I love her little outfit and her shirt she was wearing that day. It looks so cool. I think it's like a snake that wraps around her.
I think they're meeting together. There might be two snakes.
That's another thing I wanted to try to do with our social media guy, Jeremy. We didn't get a chance to do it, but everybody was dressed and had their own style. Like, it's weird. The film, it's like, you know how they say that your animal looks like you, like
right.
I feel like the filmmaker looks like their film.
Uh-huh.
And I just I love that style of filmmaking and the confidence, and then just actually Constance is one of those that I admire a lot. So
yeah, and I was gonna wear the same shirt that day. Yeah, but I'm glad I didn't, because then one of us would have had to change or something.
That would look great on you.
All right. Hey, I know this person.
That's me on the microphone. Probably shouldn't be on there.
No.
I try to rap and people stop me every time. So that artwork right there,
That's amazing.
the Cinema Challenge piece that was
Mm-hmm.
hand drawn by Paul. I never get his last name right. It's like Jack. Please forgive me, Paul. Yulj, Ulaj. He's a phenomenal artist. He does a lot of storyboarding. And he drew that from the bumper. Like I just gave him the bumper and he drew it and put it together. And
I love it.
I put flames around it because I was rebuked this year, so I wanted to make sure I put a little hell in everything.
All right. That would have made a good shirt too.
Yes. Yeah. You did really good.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the art too. And it was nice to see Gwillem is over here, and he was in the bumper as well.
Yes.
From Brian
Yeah,
Lenato.
William was in there. And also thank you, Brian Lenato, for lending us your voicing, William. Because that's actually Brian Lenato do I say his last name right?
I believe so.
Yeah. He also did this film called BFF Girls that I just saw recently.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Jeez, man. Blake and Lucas and all of them worked on that too. And that was, you've seen it.
Yes, it was funny because I talked to Blake a lot, and then like hours later, we both realized he's been on the podcast when we did.
When
BFF
Blake was
Girls.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was really cool to see them. They come to the festival. He goes, now, you know what I love the most is that Blake says, I get to just come and enjoy the festival now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, that's a good thought because now I can't have my films play at Buried Alive anymore. So anyway, but yeah, some of the filmmakers right there. Let's see. That's for the Cinema Challenge. There's the director from Alien Jerks, and that guy is the guy from Angel 23 who did this fantasy horror.
Yeah.
It was really kind of apocalyptic. It was really cool. It was very cool.
I'm trying to figure out what's on this. I'm trying to figure out what's on this other guy's shirt. I like it. 25 years of punk. I actually need to find out what that is. I like it.
Yeah, he is a punk rocker at heart. Really big into music like I am, and just all of them are cool people.
Oh, I know this.
Oh, there he is. There's the Cinema Challenge team. That's Kyler, Liam, and Caleb, and they are filmmakers. They go to a filmmaking school in school, so and they were really excited about it. And they asked him what was the hardest thing about being making this film, and they said having 3 directors. I was like, good answer, son. Good answer.
Trent was Constance's first director, gave her a start. Oh, very cool.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
Got a bunch of them there.
Oh, this Myrna. She had a film called Harry Webster. She brought her puppet with her. She got her puppet with her there?
I think it's in a sack there.
Yes. He's really cool too. They actually, you have another trailer, that guy right there in the ivory shirt. He directed Discount Damage.
Oh yeah, let me play that quick and we'll get back to these.
Yeah.
I think that was the only one that I have here that we didn't play from the
They're also Atlanta Horror Society members too.
Okay. Here we go.
In this warehouse, seafood is served with a side of terror.
Don't kill yourself working for this place. It's not worth it.
This woman's night is about to go from mundane to monstrous when shadows come alive and coworkers become the serving platter. A team of unlikely heroes emerge. They'll face a beast beyond belief in a battle for survival.
Smart cat.
This November at the Buried Alive Film Festival. Get ready for a seafood showdown like no other. In Discount Damage. Shrimply, the worst night of her life.
Is this night? My friend's dead. Now there's a cat. And monsters.
Where the only thing fresher than the catch is the carnage.
That was a really fun short.
There was, and you could tell that their card that they drew was something about shrimp. I can't remember.
Yeah. Because I didn't know that at first because it was funny in the short, but I didn't, I just thought it was something like someone wrote in because maybe they had an experience with shrimp, and then when I found out like that was what they had to do, I was like, oh, okay.
It's always really important for me to try to introduce the films too, because I had to wanted to make sure everybody saw that if you're new to the Cinema Challenge, they tell you what cards they drew, and then it changes the perspective of what the film you're watching is. So it's like, why did you write your film about shrimp? And then you're like,
right. Like,
that was really well done to pull that card.
This guy really loves shrimp.
There was
really hate shrimp, maybe, but
there was another guy for Glow Up, and he did not have a trailer, but Glow Up won Best Editing, and the card he pulled was turning into sausages. And I was like, how are you going to do that? I can't even imagine. And what he came up with was, I don't think I could have ever thought of that. That was like amazing. It's just, yeah. You saw Glow Up, right? Yeah, it was funny. Let's see.
Oh, there they all are together. Oh, we got a bunch.
It's got damage right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know this guy.
Devlin. Yeah. Devlin is funny as hell, man. It's last year he was in. I was, just on social media every once in a while, and I would see Devlin in another film, and then he would pop up on another BTS photo because they tagged Buried Alive and stuff. There'd be Devlin, and then there was Devlin again, and then there was Devlin again. He was in all these films in 13 days. He was in all these films, and I was like, you know what? That needs to be rewarded with something. So he was the first that was in so many films like that. So I think not this past year, but the year beforehand, we gave him. Well, he won Best Villain because he also won with Mannequin, which was a very good film as well. But he was in 2 films this year, and it's just funny to keep seeing him. It's almost like a Where's Waldo kind of thing.
Yeah.
You watch all the Cinema Challenge, and there's Devlin. I found Devlin.
And I really like Devlin a lot. I think he's a really nice guy, funny guy. And I know he's known as like the penis guy and the butt guy, but I think he's a really talented guy as well. He's a good actor. And he wrote something that was very moving to me after Buried Alive. He wrote First Time Meeting Me, first time we met in person. And I didn't know this until he wrote this, that the first time he ever was accepted to any kind of festival was the first year I did Severed Limbs. And I was like, wow, that really means a lot to me.
That's right. He was in Severed Limbs. I remember that now.
Yeah, and I was like, I had no idea. And so that was cool. And I really like him a lot.
Yeah, shout out to Severed Limbs. We were in that too, and it was that's a cool festival you got there.
Thank you. Yeah, I need to bring it back. We'll figure it out. Some people suggested to do it as an actual event. We'll see.
You should.
This is actually funny, I think. Constance. It's fun to figure out what cards they pull while watching the film.
Yeah, that's true. There is one that's really hard. That was hard to figure out, but once you got to the end of the film, you were like, oh, I get it. I don't know which one that was, but yeah. But it's cool. There's Murda.
This whole setup was really cool too, by the way, where people took the photos.
Oh, the Step and Repeat. So that was the brainchild of Jason Thompson and Shane Morton. Shane Morton brought in some body parts. Always can rely on Shane to bring in body parts. So we just decked out. To me, it's horror. It's a horror film festival. We should make the whole entire place in horror. So, and that's
as soon as I walked in the theater, I was like, oh, this is cool. And the theater embraces it. Because I've been to festivals where you could tell like the place it's at really doesn't, not that they don't want them there, but they're not necessarily stoked that they're there. You know what I mean? But you could tell like, oh, the plaza's like, yeah, we're going to embrace this show.
Their programming, I'm almost it's hard for me to even put it into words because the plaza to me is like, my dad took me there as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So I've always known, I just remember staring at the cool neon lights and it's always had a special place in my heart, you know. So it's such a beautiful place. It's such a fun atmosphere, but the staff and the family at the plaza is really what makes the plaza so special and unique. They really care about each other, and they care about their patrons, and it's awesome. It's awesome. And the guy that owns it is also the festival director at the Atlanta Film Festival, Chris Escobar, and
I get to meet him.
Yeah, he's really cool. Really nice guy. Really, really nice guy. I don't know if you can see the Slate Monster in there. There's Devlin and Jennifer Pearl.
I'm a big fan of both these people as people and performers. They're very talented and super nice people.
You interviewed both of them. I saw your interview.
Yeah, that was a really nice interview. I'm going to share those out a little bit better and maybe make some banners for them. For all the ones I did, Constance and everybody.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of a cool shot. I know maybe her face is covered, but it actually looks kind of cool, to be honest.
Well, next year we're going to try to figure out where that line is, because I thought I had that line this year, but apparently I'm not sure if it got moved down or what. But I need to figure out where that line is. But yeah.
Oh, this guy in the middle here with the microphone. He won 1 million awards, I believe.
Yes, he's the one that did the Forces from Beyond, and he pulled. I remember when he pulled his card, it said the Force, and the first he walked away. Well, he held it. I said, "You can think about it and come back." And then he came back and he asked me a question: "Does this legitimately have to be Star Wars?" And it says it can be anything you want it to be. It's judged on creativity. And it was really well done. It was really, really, I was impressed. Nothing about Star Wars. But, and as a Star Wars fan, I was kind of hoping for it, but no, it was so good. It was so good. And as a matter of fact, he had a bucket of trophies. We just gave him the trophy bucket. And there's a picture of us out there in front of the marquee, and he's just laying in front of these bucket of trophies that are all glowing. I think he won. Let's see, I can tell you how many he won. He won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 trophies.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had to bring home the bucket to put him in, or the bin.
Yes. It's funny, Constance. Actually, the offering was the tits too.
Yeah, offerings. Yeah. No pun intended.
No pun intended. Well, kind of. I admire her bravery, man. She wanted to go into that. I was like, fuck yeah, dude, do it. Do it.
Yeah, she looked amazing.
Yeah, she looked so. I wish I looked like that. Man, I was so. Constance, you're gorgeous. You're gorgeous. I love it. Don't change a thing. Anissa did the Beast.
Yeah, she was really cool, and she was part of the writers panel.
Yes, she was. And also, a cool, fun thing about Anissa is she's in Peacemaker. With James Gunn's Peacemaker.
Oh yeah.
He's a featured actor, and I don't know if it's not a featured extra. She's got a lot of lines. She does really well at it, and they call her Tits in that. And I was like, what's it like working with James Gunn? That's got to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, and James Gunn calls her out a couple times on the internet. It's pretty neat. She's very talented, talented person.
Yeah, I remember this Constance. I don't know if it was all the effect, but I remember him talking about like he had to learn how to do the color correction, a lot of things himself just for the short. And I thought that was wild.
Yeah, the coloring was really good on the offering. I really, really loved that. Also, Forces from Beyond was in black and white. Mm-hmm. And I think if it had been in color, it would have lost its touch with it. I would have disconnected. I think the black and white was an excellent, risky choice, but it was a good one. It was a good one. And it also had the accent of color from the wand. So yeah, I gotta be careful. I wish we had a trailer for it.
Speaking of Star Wars, though, not to spoil Arbor Day, but Steve and his group, they have to use the power of the feels to battle the Arbor side, which
Thank you for giving me a little bit of my Star Wars. I love it. I love it.
The Master Zog may be the one who trains him in the ways of the feels, so maybe you can get an idea of.
So cool. Very cool. There's so many photos. You may want to breeze through them. There's
Yeah,
like
we'll go through. There's a lot of great people here.
yes.
And you get the sense of, when you're hanging out at a festival, everyone just saw these movies. Everyone's talking about them.
Right.
And no one's big timing anybody. You're all a bunch, the filmmakers, the actors. If you're just there to watch a movie, which, you're an audience member, whatever, you're all there. You're all the same. You're there to talk about the movies.
Yes. I love how it's a competition, like Constance said, but they're not competitive.
Mm-hmm.
And they're in a spirited, fun way. You know what I mean? And they're encouraging of each other. Like these people, this is a competition. They're all trying to compete against each other. But when they're in the hallway like that, right there, they're laughing, they're talking about their films, they talk about what they love about it. It was impressive, and that's exciting. That's so exciting. And it's just these people, they're cool.
Yeah, and I love festivals all around. That's why I started going to them once I went to one. And again, not just because you're here, Shannon, but Buried Alive really captured what I love about the festivals. Is everyone is on the same page. And they're all really supportive of everybody, and there's a real great community feel.
I also really try to, if I see someone not talking to someone, I will go up and try to talk to them and talk about their film and stuff. And it's really nice. I try to remember every single thing about the films and stuff, so they can feel welcome and at home there. And because this is not, I don't look at Buried Alive as my festival. It's not. It really isn't. And as hokey as it's going to sound, it's theirs. This is for them.
I know you're friends with him, Jason from Ohio Nightmares.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. So he's on my bucket list. Like I want to be in Nightmares. That is one of those, you set goals for yourself, and that's one of them I want to do, is be in Nightmares one day. Jason's I've never met him personally, but
really? Okay, because I met him at Nightmares, and he was doing exactly so. I can be quiet at times, and so I was there with Once a Future Smash, and Michael's a little more outgoing, so I kind of sometimes will go in the background. But he was very like, no, you got to go meet everybody, and would push me. And so did my friend Johannes, who was there, and so that was cool. He pushed me out there to talk to everybody.
We were going to have him on the writers panel, but he was in Disneyland.
Okay.
Beforehand, I was like, "Oh, I want to go to Disneyland." There's Devlin, and that's he's the actor. Well, they were both the actors in the offering together. So
yeah, I actually told him, I was like, "I like your shirt," and he's like, "You're saying you like my shirt?" When Constance was there, but I was like, "Well, I don't want to be like the pervert."
That was funny. That's funny. They were good actors too.
Oh yeah, they're very good. Everyone in that's really good.
Brent, he did oh my God, I'm going to do it again. He's probably watching this and he's going to make fun of me later. The Fledgling, the vampire movie. And he pulled the tongue. And that film was really, really good as well. I wish it had a trailer. They're all really good. I keep telling you, this is good. This is so good. I love this. Technically, they all are really, really good. I hope I could be as good as they are someday. Those are the awards. So we ended up getting rid of the faces on the TV. We wanted the TV to kind of flash different colored lights so it looked like the TV was on. And it's going to be one of those things we got a trial and error. So I think we're going to go without the plates next year. And we're just going to make it better. We're just going to keep making them better. So,
they're amazing.
Thank you. There they are. Look at that.
Yeah, they both look so happy. It's nice to see.
And Jennifer was in a film too, called the I'm Always Here, or I'm Always
I'm
Always
great.
Here, which was the alien one, which is really, really good too.
Yeah, she was very she has a great presence on screen and very emotive.
Yeah, very, very. Okay, so there's Shane. And the guy right there is Matt, and he is actually a lawyer that's a very talented lawyer. He's a filmmaker that's a very talented filmmaker who's also a lawyer. It's funny because he's sponsored with the Body Horror Block. So we had some fun with that one. But anyway, we are presenting an award to Walt. Walt is been in every cinema challenge for 15, 16 years straight. And I don't want to put it out there online because that's his business, but he had a very tragic situation that happened in his family, and he could not be a part of this last one. And you can always guarantee Walt's going to give you something that is legitimately like horrifying. Like it's scary. It's scary, real horror. And I don't know, when I heard about what happened and his dedication to Buried Alive and the Cinema Challenge each year and the love he puts into it, we gave him kind of like a filmmaker of the year for the Cinema Challenge, if that makes sense. It was an honorary award to tell him how much we cared about him. So, well, if you're ever out there listening to us, man, you're awesome. This will.
Very cool. Nice. I like that picture.
Yeah.
Hey, I know her.
Making these funny faces. Dana! There's Dana.
Yeah, we love Dana.
Oh, let me tell you, like Dana came in and just, I need to say something about these volunteers and make sure I do. They were all incredible. Like I would want these people on my crew. They were so there with it every time. And if I forgot something or something had happened, they were gone. And 2 seconds later, I'd have it in my hand. They were every step of the way. Allison, Dana, Elizabeth, Nathan came up with they were hosting the What the Fuck block, and he came up with the drive-in totals that he got credited from Joe Bob himself. I loved it so much. So now he's going to be doing What the Fuck every year. So yeah, and then also got Jeremy, who does our social media and interviews that were there for Bath. And then we have Shane, of course, who donates his time every year, and Jason Thompson, who's my husband, who did the Slate Monster and the wall with Shane, and just like, and the plaza. If you think about it, the work that they put into it too, it's hard. Like Greg and CJ were helping convert DCPs overnight. If like we got a DCP in and it failed, they were making sure that it was tested and corrected and worked well on the screen. Like they cared about it as much as I did. Yeah. There were times when I was in the projector room toughing it out with them, and I just watched them just miraculously come up with fixes to problems on the queue, and it was nothing to them. And sorry, I just the team here was incredible.
Yeah. So I don't know if you might not know this. I've known Dana. I actually found the picture on Facebook after. So it was 12. I've known her for 12 years.
Yeah.
And back in the day when I quit drinking 6 years ago, but back in the day I was a heavy drinker, and we were playing Uno and drinking vodka, I think, right out of the. In fact, I remember the hotel came over and told me to stop doing that. But it was a fun time. And Nathan, I've known for years too, but I hadn't seen him in probably 10 years, and so it was really cool to see Nathan again.
They're also filmmakers, and they love this fest as much as I do. And Nathan, Elizabeth, they're going to take on a bigger role next year, actually. Right. So I can't wait to announce that. We're waiting. We've had people ask us when we're opening up submissions. I'll go ahead and say that it's going to be December 1st.
Oh, nice. So not very far. It's only like a little over a week.
Yep, a little over a week. And we got a few people we have to talk to first, make sure that happens first. And then once that happens, then we'll December 1st. Yeah. Cinema Challenge is going to be opening up December 1st as well. So yeah, get on that. There'll be an early bird thing. and we have limited numbers this year because we can't take in too many. I don't know what I'm laughing about. That's the guy that took home
like 18 awards.
18, yeah. 7, 8, yeah.
I also like the name Cinema Awards. I think that's cool. Or the Cinema.
That's Blake and Lucas.
There's the really cool.
That is Sam. Sam is he is the Atlanta Horror Society member. He's been there since the very beginning, and he won the trivia last year, the year-end horror trivia. So he is like a horror trivia god. He knows everything about horror. Like he puts me to shame, and it's cool. He's seen everything, done everything. And he got to announce the Atlanta Horror Society, and that's the Atlanta Horror Society award that I'm showing you.
Yeah, that award.
He made that one.
There she is.
Yeah, I gotta really work on the graphics next year so that it doesn't land on their face.
Yeah, I kind of like it, but
It's
I see
neat how it's flames, but yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool shot.
Yeah. There's a cool one of her where she's got a trophy and she's holding it in the air, and it looks really cool. So
Yeah, I think it might be the last one in this group.
Talented guy.
Oh, maybe that was it.
That might be.
I think that is. Excuse me. But there's more photos. I think that photo is actually on the Buried Alive website.
Yeah.
The one you mentioned.
Yes. Yes. We there are photos if you go to the Buried Alive filmfest.com. There are photos up at the very top, and it shows like Tina Romero, the group, also like the slate monster that Jason built, which was
it's
cool.
amazing.
We're trying to do a new film monster every year, and we're trying to do a new look. Like Shane and Jason came to me and told me what they want to do next year for the Step and Repeat. It is a huge, daunting task, and it sounds really cool. And I don't want to say anything until I know that it's going to happen, but it's really, really cool. I'll whisper it to you later.
All right. What is? Cool. There's an award or something right behind your head that's like kind of blinking.
Oh yeah, that's another one of these. Yeah, that's another one of these.
Oh, see, so people, I think people, if they're watching, they can get an idea of it better in the distance there, how it works. And there goes the church.
I'll show you the Filmmaker of the Year award. Hold on.
Yeah. Oh. And I got to see Church walk by, my BFF Church.
He is your best friend, isn't he? This is gonna be hard to see, but this is the real monster.
It's sweet.
Yeah. And I wanted to make it. He's also one of the monsters from Bath from previous years. They had an artist that illustrated the real monster. It's just like a real. It's from Bumper. And then we're also going to probably next year bring back the meat cam, but I want to fix it. I want to fix that. I don't have a meat cam here. It's downstairs. The original Cinema Challenge Awards had the meat cam in them and stuff like that. So it was pretty cool.
Nice.
Really cool. And I was like I said thank you to the volunteers and Tina Romero and her partner Liz and the Mostly Horror, Mostly guys. There was also
I got to meet them for the first time. They were cool.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah.
Aren't they? They're the best.
Very nice.
We had someone else that usually.
And if they're watching, it'd be fun to do something sometime together if you guys want.
Yes, they would. Yeah, they would. They're great. We go to movies together, and I get a chance to kind of sit in and make a funny joke. Usually, I'm pretty funny, but it's late at night, and I'm not so funny anymore. So, but yeah. So, and yeah, I'm trying to think of what else I was going to share with you. But in 2026, we're going to open up in December 1st. Is what our goals is. Screenplays are going to wait a little bit. We want to kind of share. We'll probably open that up a little bit into January, I think, because we feel like that might be more popular this year. So we want to make sure that we have all our ducks in a row. So, yeah. So I'm excited about next year. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm too. I plan to be there. So, let's see. Do you want to go over any of the awards that are on the website?
Sure. So the two people that won the Romero Award, which is the one that recognizes films that boldly tackle challenging topics, is the Cramps and the Beast from the Cinema Challenge. Congratulations to them. And then
we played their trailers both earlier.
yes, and then the screenplay winners. This is the first year we've ever taken in screenplays. And thank you for the team of judges that went through and read everything and did a really good job. But the best horror and thriller script went to Dysphoria, which was also written by Anissa Matlock. Best dialogue writing went to Blood Feathers, which was written by Melanie Crew. I think you know Melanie Crew.
Yeah, I actually went to ramen with Melanie.
Yeah.
Melanie and Dana and Chris Etheridge who was there.
It's the first time I've ever really met her. I've known of her, but it's the first time I've ever really met her. Great person, great human being. Yeah, most original concept went to Quinta in the Midst of Nothingland, which was Amar. And then the best character development went to Dead Air, which was written by Eric Gordinsky. So the feature film, best overall feature film was Sugar Rot, which you said you've seen before.
Yeah, I actually even asked Becca if she had time to come on tonight, but she's at work. But she did remind me, I did an interview with her a while back, and it's not on the website. So I'm going to release that. And I said, well, it's actually good timing because now I'll release it for Buried Alive.
Yes. That was one of those where the judges sent me a text message and said, have you seen this film yet? And I was like, oh, it's amazing. It is so good. I loved it.
Yeah, it's great.
Then
she's really talented.
Yes, she really is.
I can't even show the poster, I think, on the show, but here's a still from it.
Yeah, you can't even show the trailer, can you?
No, it's pretty graphic, but
yeah. It's on her YouTube, so I'm wondering how she's getting away with it. I guess she's just got adult content.
I think I think she has it listed as 18 over.
Okay.
Yeah, which I could do, but then it makes it
then
difficult.
you get threaded back in this. Yeah, but then of course the Cramps, which won Best Feature Director, and then also the Romero Award. Then the Rose, which was the thriller of the little girl.
Oh yeah, I do have the trailer for that if you'd like to watch it.
Yeah, sure. That one.
How far you run, you'll never get out of the porn! You'll never get out of the porn!
That's cool.
Yeah, that's a great trailer. Yeah.
You know that was shot with 35mm?
No, I didn't know that actually.
Yeah, you can kind of tell, and it's just it won for best cinematography. It was
all right.
Really,
yeah, I know. When I played it, it cut you right off when you were saying what it won for. So.
Oh yeah, no, but it's like when I can't imagine trying to film on 35mm and running through the corn like that. That one shot.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because you don't have endless takes when you're doing a film where you get on digital. Like, let's try that again. But
and
this is costing us money every time.
Thank you to one of our sponsors, which was Kodak. Kodak was sponsoring us.
Oh wow!
They gave an in-kind award, which is really awesome. And then for short film awards was Shrine of Abominations, and was the best short film.
This
Did you
is a
like that?
wild movie. Yeah, and if
You
you
have the
guys
trailer.
yeah, if you guys see the trailer, you'll get an idea of what this. It's the whole movie is like this. I'm a huge fan of stop motion and the claymation. This is freaking amazing.
It's so cool.
Yeah, and it's not like 5 minutes long. It's like 38 minutes. So
Yeah.
to do that is a lot of time and effort and love.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's wild.
That was another one where people were talking about when they walked out of the theater. I knew it. That was like when that one won Best Short. I was like, yeah, I see it. I totally see it. It was good. It was really good. I met the best director in a short film was Macabre, which Eric Cheney, I'm trying to remember his name, but there was 2 directors on that film, and I was really impressed myself with the just the depth, the thought of the cinematography, the camera shots that they had.
Yeah.
I'm trying really hard to not let anything go.
No, but it really captured the giallo feel.
Yeah.
Which, it seems like there's more giallo influence lately than there used to be.
Yeah, that's a really good way to put that. I was really like the whole part. I feel like I could say this without giving it away. Was like the whole going through the window and the roof. Really, it was framed well, and it was believable, and it was very good.
Yeah, it's something you would think would have been out of a much bigger budget, feature film.
Yeah. So, and I met him for the first time. Very impressed. What a super cool guy. And yeah, I'm really glad they won.
I have the trailer for it too. We'll show here.
It's impossible to explain my dreams to you. But ever since they've taken form, I feel as though I've lost control.
That is straight up creepy.
That's a good line to have right at the end.
Yes. You know what? The acting was really well done.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
It was totally sold me on it. It was in our slasher block, and I was really impressed with that.
It really feels like a feature film in the short time.
Yes. Yeah. And then for the best cinematography was Love and Hatred in Megawave City. I don't know if we have the trailer for that one.
I do have one. It's not particularly long, but here it is.
The song of the night, the love and the hate, the neon and fate in the city of night.
It's a really cool trailer, and it really captures like that has a lot of production value for.
Yeah.
I really thought it was really big budget actually when I saw it.
Yeah, it wasn't, and that's I think they were nominated for Budget to Production Award too. We put that award in there because there was a lot of studios that'll come into a film festival spending thousands, $20,000-$30,000 on their film, and then it's up against a film that had an $800 budget, but it looked amazing, So it's like we really wanted to have something that's like just as good as that short.
Yeah, and I've been to festivals where they'll have like a feature film that has like a wide distribution. It's just like it's played up, and I don't really, I guess maybe to look cool or something. But I mean, it's like a multi-million-dollar movie, and it's like, well, yeah, it's not really the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
not
really,
that it's not good, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, my films would have been great if I had had $30,000 on it.
Yeah. I've mentioned this before. I did this interview, and I won't say what the movie was on the show, but I interviewed a guy at a festival, and I was like, "Oh, this looked really good for small budget." And he's like, "Oh no, it cost like $30 million." Or and I wanted to say, "Well, I guess it didn't really look that great."
It didn't look $30 million.
Yeah, I was like,
Wow.
"What the hell?" Like,
wow. Yeah. So I really was thinking about when we put the awards in. Usually, Buried Alive only had 2 awards, sometimes 3. And that was for years. They've been overall overall Buried Alive, and then the occasionally What the Fuck. I think there was years where they did have more awards, but they kept going back down. So it was like overall Audience Choice, and then What the Fuck award. So it was only like 3. When people found out I took it over, I got tons of emails, and that was the one thing people were saying: "Can you get us more awards? Can you do something for us?" So the first year I was able to do a couple trophies, and the rest had to be certificates. But this year, because we made them ourselves, we were able to do it. They're very expensive to redo, to make. It's very expensive. These trophies are like sometimes some film festivals
and time consuming.
Yeah, and very time. As you know, you saw him down there working his ass off, and it's hard. It's it's a labor of love itself. But where I was going with that, I don't know. But but yeah. So the in Love and Hatred in Megawave City, you can tell why he won cinematography. The lighting setup, there was like the follow going through that nightclub from the back, and then the depth of field. It was beautifully done. So, and it was a film that didn't have $1 million budget or even thousands of dollar budget. It was something that was created and written and just told a story with camera, and I thought that was really good. There's another one. Anyway, I gotta be careful. I don't want to give things away. I get so excited about these films. The best music video I hope is out there. But it's Carrie Carrie, and oh my god, it's so good. It's the one about the heads that are chopped off and has the grandmas in it. It's
awesome.
Yeah, that one was really good. And you have the trailer for the best sci-fi, which was Betty.
We have it right here.
Let me tell you what I like about this film. One location and the story was deep, really well thought out. Like you had this incel, and it was just, again, got to be careful. But I was so impressed, and just the story itself was very well thought out. I was very excited to see that it won Best Sci-Fi. So
yeah, it really, it's great, and both their shorts really like hinted to a whole like a bigger universe, which I think is hard to do in a short film.
Yeah, that might be the award we take out though next year. We're not sure. It just depends if we have enough sci-fi.
Right.
So, but Knife Man was also a good one. Did not win an award, but that was one of my favorites too. I think you saw Knife Man too, and I remember we were talking about it later. A lot of us were all like, "Whoa!" But Knife Man was pretty good too. The Homegrown Horror, which was a really good trailer, won Best Production Design, and Homegrown Horror, which was like a Georgia film, was To Hell With You.
I have that here. Let me find it.
That one was great.
This is the story of a young man named Brennan, top of his class, and just last year he took the baseball team to the playoffs. Yes, he's got a bright future ahead of him. Oh, fuck this, bye!
Esme?
Doyle.
What's it been, centuries?
Not long enough. Brennan's a good kid. He's coming with me.
Just let me have this. I need to win.
If you win, he loses.
Don't I get a say in this?
Welcome to limbo, bitch.
Yeah, I definitely want to go with her.
Come on. Hop one into the jar. My favorite jar.
That's my favorite jar.
Yeah, that's a really fun short film. Yeah.
That the Devil Doyle, he was up for best performance too.
He's great in it. Honestly.
He was great. Yeah, I was really impressed. I would love to work with him. He was very talented. And I can't remember the other girl's name, but she was really good too.
Yeah, and another one that told a nice story, you know, within the short film format.
Yes, it was really. You're serving me dinner, and I feel full when I'm done.
Yeah,
that's the best way I can say it.
Yeah, character arc within a short film. And
Yeah,
really funny scene at the end, which I don't want to give away, but it made me laugh.
Yes,
a very darkly comedic scene for me. So.
it was good. It was from beginning to end. It was really well thought out. It had a message behind it.
Yeah.
The production design was killer. From what I understand, when we asked later during the Q&A, that the production design is in his bedroom.
Oh, really?
They had to live with the stuff on the walls for like in their bedroom, like they were sleeping next to this because you can't touch anything. So that's what I remember him saying.
Yeah,
it's pretty
that
fun.
makes me appreciate it even more now. So.
Yes. And I hope we're not running out of time. I'm so sorry. I love talking to you, Neal.
I love talking to you too. Yeah, I'm fine. We can look for the rest of these too.
I just really enjoy talking to you.
Yeah.
The Fresh Meat Award, which is the debut of the Best Director, that was one I was really, really rooting for. I was just really pushing it, which was the Scissor Sleepover. That one was so cool. That one's gonna be. You want to play that one?
Yeah, that was really fun.
It was
unexpected where it goes.
Yes, the end was so good.
Yeah.
If you see that at a film festival, come and hunt me down and let's talk about it. Because
and all these are fun to watch with people.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's another thing. Like there was people that met in the hallways and went into a block and sat together too, and then they talked about the films again. It was really cool.
Yeah.
Really cool. And then Vampire, which is Taylor Morden, and he won Best Villain. And that is such a creative, unique idea. That film was just so different. Didn't you interview him?
Yeah. So we were trying to do an interview there, and for whatever reason, my phone kept going out. So we did a live show last week on the regular show. So
yeah.
And I've had Josh on, who did the animation. He's been on a few times.
His animation skills.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
He did animation in Once and Future Smash. So.
Yes. Oh, yeah. You were telling me about that. That's awesome. That's really cool.
And when I first met him was at a festival, and they paired my short film open for his feature film at the time. So that's how I got to know him originally. So that was cool.
You know, his putting animation really made that film a lot stronger.
I agree. Yeah, I really like the animation in the movie, and I like that it's never brought. It's not like the characters aren't saying, "Oh, we're seeing a living animated character." It's just part of the world, and I
was sold in it. I was
Yeah.
sold it, and I know he's eating it up. It was good.
Yeah, a lot of imagination in it, and like I said, we did the interview last week. So.
Yeah, you know, I wanted to say something about Taylor Morden because Taylor actually has a special place in my heart. So it was really cool to see that he submitted Vampire, but I met him through COVID, and we did a little. He did a Back to the Future skit with people who would during when their families, families were all on lockdown and we couldn't go anywhere or do anything. So he remade Back to the Future 2, and these families would get a segment and we'd all do it. So we grabbed him one and we did it one with Crispin Glover, actually, the one.
Oh,
that,
sweet. Yeah.
And
returning to the show soon. So.
Yeah. Yes. Oh man. Thank you for that, by the way, because he's a cool dude. He is. Talking to him was really cool. But anyway, I wanted to say thank you to Taylor, because doing something like that was just amazing. It probably saved a lot of people's lives, because our family was at each other's throats during that time. And it was hard. It was very hard. And then we got to make something together and be creative together, and it just changed everything.
Yeah, there was it was really cool to see people come up with creative ideas during that time.
Yeah. I think there was the Creature Fear was one that came up with during COVID as well. I think he was talking about being stuck in a cabin with friends or something like that. I think that's what he was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, the coffin shelf was made by a friend. And
there's a lot of them in her house, by the way.
I do. I have a weird collection of weird things. So every time I move, I've got some kind of mental thing that I have to collect and grab onto things. And the first thing when I moved was lanterns. The next time I moved into a different house, it was couches. Like, I legitimately had 8 couches. They were all cool couches. So let me just say, they were cool couches, but still, husband did not appreciate them. And then there was another thing where I collected, I think it was something weird. I can't remember what it was. But we just moved here actually right before the film festival. That's another reason why it was a lot. And I started collecting coffin shelves. I've always wanted one. So now there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 coffin shelves in our house. So I hadn't had a chance to unpack or anything, but like, I'm kind of getting my office back together, by the way. You can kind of see it.
I remember this place. I was here, and that's a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I've finally gotten stuff on the walls now that the festival's done. I got all this work from Shane and all that stuff. And yeah, that Shining poster right there at the very top, right there, that's signed by Shelley Duvall.
Oh wow, that's sweet. That's amazing.
That's pretty cool. And I got a lot of signed stuff, a lot of Shane's work. I'm a huge fan of Shane's work and his talent, so a lot of his stuff is here. Like that toxic bucket right there. He put in Toxie, and we got to meet Lloyd Kaufman. Lloyd Kaufman signed it, and Shane signed it, so it's pretty cool.
I don't know if you see that. I actually have a Toxic Avenger painting up here that someone sent me. I don't know. I don't
seriously
know who painted it, to be honest.
That's so cool. That is really cool. Oh, that's so cool. I collect horror art. That's my thing now, I guess. So if you want me to buy your horror art, or you want to sell me horror art, I collect it. And this is you know the bumper on I don't know if you can see it, but see that one way up there at the top with the face?
Oh yeah.
That Shane did that, and that is one of the monsters in Buried Alive, who is also in
with the face that splits.
Yeah, with eating intestines and stuff, which is also a monster in My Pretty Face Goes to Hell.
Oh, I love that show. And
yeah,
I think his name's Casper, the director of that, and he did Yule Log.
Yeah,
I had him on the show, and that was I love Yule Log too. Actually,
Shane did Yule Log as well.
Yeah, and I didn't know it. So yeah, it was another thing we talked about. Then I told Casper that I just meant Shane, and he even said, he's like, "Oh, I bet you two got along perfectly together." And I was like,
yeah, Shane's pretty cool. But yeah, that's I just got that today actually, and I put it on the wall, and I'm all excited. And this guy right here, I don't know if anybody cares about my artwork, but this is
that's great.
This monster is the monster that is in my feature film. Shane painted it for me. So I don't know if you can kind of see it, but yeah.
Yeah.
So that is
Green and-
yeah, he's very Legend. Think of what's the girl's name? I can't remember from Legend. The monster, the green monster. I can't remember her name. It just escaped me. But that character was inspired. This character, because in my film, yeah. Well, I wrote it. It's my feature, so that's going to be my big monster. I wanted to make some monsters that could be franchised and people could dress up like Art the Clown.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Right.
was the whole idea of
Yeah.
that. So I think Shane came up with that, and it was really cool. And now it's like this big poster, and it inspires me every day to finish that, make that happen, make that film happen. So.
And that was my friend Vagina Wrinkle, which is I always feel funny saying that name. But she's
Vagina
very
Wrinkle.
cool. Yeah,
I like it.
And I've seen pictures of her house. She's got tons of stuff all around as well. So.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, our house is becoming spooky manor as well, which I love. House of 1,000 coffins. Jason calls it a house of 1,000 coffins.
I like that. That's another thing. Next time I'm back, Dana was into this idea too. I think maybe it was her idea. We have to have a board game day. For
yes, I was there. Yeah, I was Link commenting on that. We all were asking about dumb ditties.
Right. Yeah.
You ever look that up?
Yeah.
I think you have to be old like me to remember dumb ditties, but it had my meatball rolls under a bush. I lost my meatball.
Compilation of novelty and quirky songs, mostly associated with the several albums released by K-Tel Records.
Yes, that was my grandfather bought me that album when I was really, really little, and I loved it. And you'll love it. You'll love it. Now you're gonna have to challenge you. Thank you, Vagina Wrinkle. I love saying that name. That's great.
Yeah, and she's a very cool person.
Cool. I like it. But what's the
the awards.
Yeah. Neal, you're just the coolest. That's why. There was another film that all the judges thought it just had this huge budget, which was called Monster Medicine. Do you remember that?
Oh
one?
yeah, I don't think there's a trailer for it.
I don't have a trailer. I probably should have gotten one for that. I probably could get one for that. But it was really good too. It felt very Buffy the Vampire Slayer. You know?
Yeah. It could definitely be like almost like the idea for like a TV series or something.
Yeah.
Like an alternate universe with monsters living with people. I really liked it. It was there was a lot of world building, within a short.
That is what I get really impressed with is this world building that they do. It's when To Hell With You. That's another one that just, like I said, it's like you serve me dinner, a full course meal and dessert, and I got it in 10 minutes and I could have seconds. I would just watch it all over again. It's just like fulfilling. And I love films like that. So there's another one that won Best Editing that I was hoping would have won a lot more, which was Gaslighter. I don't have a trailer for that one, but they came all the way out from California and they were really, really, that's a really good film too. It's kind of psychologically scary. So if you ever see that out there, I think it's going to get released soon, actually.
Nice.
So that one should be coming out. A Method won Audience Choice, which was a feature film. Did you want to do the trailer for Vampire?
I don't have it here, I don't believe.
Oh, I thought I put it in there. Okay.
But I did show it on a preview. I think I showed it on our interview with him.
Yeah, so you can go back and look at that.
Yeah.
And then Intravenous won budget to production, and it was well done too. Best comedy
I do have the trailer for Intravenous.
Oh, cool. Okay, yeah. That's scary. I
Yeah.
love when music scares you.
Yeah, that end is very disturbing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The music. Stall also was one that won VFX. It doesn't have a trailer because it's almost like a micro short. Do you remember that one in the bathroom?
Yeah, it's great. It's maybe the coolest monster of any of the shorts. It's really wild.
Yes. And I wanted to ask them if it was a combination of practical too, because it looked like it might have been a combination of both. But it won Best VFX. It was really well done, and it was funny as shit.
Yeah, it's funny, a great monster, and like you said, it's pretty short.
Yeah.
I mentioned, and this came up in the writers thing, was interesting because it's something I've said on the show, is a lot of short, like very short films, micro shorts, they're kind of like a punchline. It's like blah 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 blah, and then it's the thing that pops out,
it's a joke.
or it's a joke of some kind. And so, and then a lot of shorts I see are that, but there was a lot of shorts that told whole stories within the short format at Buried Alive, which I thought was really, I think that's harder to pull off.
Yeah, it is. It is very difficult. There's a lot of times we'll get a film in and it's this is really good, but it feels like a pilot or something, or like a trailer. And
yeah, that is one thing I'm not a big fan of, when it is like, it's like a pilot meant to be like, oh, this is what I can do, which is fine, but I don't think it necessarily, I don't think that really fits in a festival.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
right, about the same thing.
Yeah, like I'm just kind of seeing a trailer for something.
That was, somebody asked me to talk about what film festivals look for in films these days, and what was some advice to get your film into more film festivals. And I could, from my perspective, I can tell you exactly what that is. Now, all film festivals are completely different. Do you mind if I talk on that real quick?
No, of course not.
Because there was a couple people that said I should talk about that. BAF is drastically different, I feel, when it comes to choosing films. So but there are some similarities if you're going to make a short film, like you said, make sure you're serving me. If you're going to serve me a dinner and give me a good ending and make it really meaty, like a good story, like To Hell With You or something like that, or Monster Medicine was a fulfilling story. But if you're going to do a film festival, try to hit that sweet spot in timing. And I know that that's really hard with short films. But the sweet spot of timing, I would say, is more like 8 minutes. Micro shorts are really easy to get into film festivals. You can pull that off. Like Stall is a micro short, in my opinion. And I've seen it everywhere. So,
because just technically it's easier to get in. If you like, oh, this is 3 minutes for whatever, it's like, oh, we can fit this in here. Once you start getting 18 plus, it's harder. Once you get over half hour, it's like it's got to be pretty special.
Yeah, that's what I keep telling people. It's like, well, my film, I really don't tell the story. I can't tell the story in 20 minutes. And I'm like, well, does it progress? Like a really famous filmmaker, or like in my opinion, he's famous. He knows who I'm talking to. He tells me all the time, does this segment progress my story forward? Does it get me to where I need to go? Does it have any kind of reasoning for it to be there, right? And a lot of these 20-minute films have a lot of those subplots in there that it's just like, it's not really needed. I think you could have told this story a lot shorter Like remembering the rules of 3, right? It doesn't need to happen 5 or 6 times. And one of the mistakes I made with Telephone Trouble when I made this film was that there is a part where the actor is trying to get to the phone booth. And it was like this exaggerated joke, and it was funny to me. It was really funny to me, but it didn't need to be seen 10 times. And the rule of 3 is happen 3 times, then move on. You know what I mean? So I
learned once there's a technical reason why the rules of 3 work.
Yeah.
Because it's the shortest number that you can set up a pattern and then break it. So it's like bam, bam, boom.
Yes.
And so that's why that works so well.
I try to live by that. If I'm trying to tell a joke, or I don't need to tell the same thing or even say the same thing more than 3 times, or it's got to be a reason why it's happening 3 times. Does that make sense? So like these films that end up being like 20, 25 minutes long, I'm going to be honest, if you really want your film in a film festival and it's 20 minutes long, you're telling that filmmaker, hey, you're the film festival selection committee, not the director. Okay, the selection committee, you're telling them that my film is of gold and you don't need 5 other films in your festival because mine is way better than those 5 other films, right? So it better be really good.
Yeah, and it's possible. Like we've all seen stuff that's long that's great.
Yes,
yeah.
Yes. I saw one that was 30 minutes and I was on a ride the whole entire time, and it was in the festival. Like Shrine of Abominations, what is 30? Yeah, and it was a ride. It was a real ride, and it wasn't stagnant. And it progressed.
It's the same way with like a 3.5 hour movie. Some movies weren't that, but you have to deserve it. You can't just like I'm just gonna make this 3.5 hours for the hell of it. Yeah.
And I can enjoy a slow burn once in a while. I can enjoy it. But for short films, really slow burns are dangerous. You know, there better be a good reason for when I get there to the end to make that slow burn satisfying. Why was I like? Imagine me leaning towards your film. If I catch myself leaning towards that film, then it makes me want to know more. And I'm getting immersed into it. I get immersed to it. When people watch my films, that's actually what I watch is the audience and does anybody kind of lean into the film? And that just means immersion. And I don't know. I haven't made that film yet. It's going to happen.
This is a good question. Vagina Wrinkle, what's a micro short versus a short film under 15?
That's a great question. Micro shorts are like under 5 minutes. 3 minutes is a really good micro short. It's so hard to tell a 3-minute film, but we had some in there that was like 3 minutes long. And damn,
that's usually like where's the punchline short is usually a micro short.
You know, think of a music video that tells a story like Carrie told a really good story in that music video, and it's 2 minutes long. So it's, you know, that's pretty much a micro short. And then a regular short is anything over 8 to 12, 15 minutes. 15 minutes is pushing it. I mean, I don't even want to tell you that 15 minutes it's just, you could get 2 good quality short films out of that, right? So if you're going to give me 15, 20-minute film, 30-minute film, it just better be better than the 5 I could put in there. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Now, there are times like where 2 films will be really, really good. Like the judges tied on the score, right? So, let's say it's all around slasher films, right? And they're both 20 minutes. I'm sorry, one is 20 minutes and one is 10 minutes. If they're both equally as good to each other, we look at other things like, has it been oversaturated in the festival circuit? Like, has it been seen everywhere? Or is it, then the next thing is, what is the shorter one? That is like the last thing we look at, because shorter means that we can bring more film value into the festival.
You can see more of other people's,
more work.
Yeah.
And I hate saying that, so it's like it's always important for people to hear that happens only in a case of a film meeting its value with another film. So I don't know what I'm doing here, but
Yeah.
meeting its value.
I've had guests on the show who feature films that are 2 hours,
Yeah.
and that they didn't get into a lot of and I knew why, because it was 2 hours. And if it was an hour and a half or an hour and 20 minutes or something, it would have done more stuff.
Yeah. There was a film, a feature film. We only chose 9 this year. And we've had a lot more in past years, but they were really, really good. When I noticed that something should have been in the festival, but maybe the score met the value of the other film that got in, or if it's time or it's something like that, if it had a high enough score, I will give it an honorable mention. I personally decided to do that. Now, the film festival, not a lot of film festivals do that, but I want them to know that, hey, your film was like so close, so very close, and I loved it. Personally loved it. I don't want you to go away mad, because it was that good. It was that good. So it's just that's the way it is. And if any film festival director tells you differently, I tell you they're lying, because it's just the way it is. It's just,
Yeah. So Vagina Wrinkle, that's exactly what I want to do, a micro short. And
Yes.
now I have a goal. This is pushing me to finally make it. Well, that's very exciting. I like to see people have a platform for their creativity and a reason,
Yes.
to make something.
Yeah. I said the same thing. I have not made a micro short yet, and I now want to make one, especially after seeing Stall. I want to make a micro short because I feel like it's going to teach me more about pacing. Because in a micro short, you've got to tell a really good story very fast. It's like that joke, that really good joke you end up going around and telling everybody after. So think of it that way. So that's my goal. I want to tell a micro short. We'll see how it goes.
The Tommy Jordan. Hello, the Tommy
Hi,
Jordan.
Tommy.
He's a good man. Shout out to Tommy. Yeah, so I mean, my first thing was a micro short, Umbilicus Desidero. So.
Man, that's awesome. I really wish I had done that first. So my film career I did a music video first. That's probably my first one, and it was really drawn out. But anyway, we learn, we grow, and we make better films. So, And
this sounds stupid, but unless you make something, if it's just in your head, which is fun to think about, but unless you try and make it, it's just going to be something in your head. So
yeah, exactly.
Make it. Well, what's the worst going to happen? You're going to make something that's kind of dumb,
right?
There's lots of dumb stuff out there. Then you make something better the next time.
And feature films. I never know what the judge is going to pick, or the selection committee is going to pick for feature films. And we have a meeting in the end, like after the selection committee meets and they select their films forward, we give them another chance to fight for something, because sometimes, and these are filmmakers too, some of them are Emmy Award winners. So like when they get attached to a film, they'll put their heart on the stake for it. They will say, I want to go to battle for this one film. And, actually, that happened last year, not this year, but last year, and went for an animated film. And they just said, it's going to win. It's going to win. I want this in. I would, hands down, this is what I'm fighting for. And it got into the festival. We actually added it in over the time that it had, right? And it ended up winning. So the judges are a whole different group of people, so that look at this and then they vote on it. But so the selection committee fighting for something like that is really cool. And I don't know if all festivals do that, but we have several meetings, and towards the end there we have something where this says, I'm I'm putting everything I got. All bets are in for this film. I want it in, and I'm going to get it in. So, yeah, it's cool. That process is fun.
Yeah. It could be I don't know, but I assume it could be frustrating too if someone's like dead set on something and someone else has another idea, and it's like, who wins here? And
Teach.
Yeah, I just saw someone going by. But...
Sorry, I couldn't see her.
No, it was
no, it's totally fine. You thought it was like an apparition. And then,
yeah, she just turned 21.
Oh, well, congratulations and happy birthday.
Happy birthday, kid. Thank you. Just my little punk rocker.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when it comes to features, I really don't, I mean, timing, just make sure that I have a lot of the comments that I see on a lot of the features. We've received over 50 features this year. And the features that I was reading from the comments was this could be 30 minutes shorter and tell an even better story. Mm-hmm. And I'm not poking on anybody's film. That's just what I'm saying is like, make sure that when you're putting something in there, that it progresses your story forward, keeps the pacing, you know, because in a film festival, they're seeing so many films after films after films after films, and it can get exhausting. So slow burns are not really the best thing for a film festival after watching so many for so long. So,
there is a difference between a festival movie and like a more of a mainstream like film.
Yeah.
Although I do think they're starting to blur a little bit because a lot weirder stuff gets released now in the theaters, and which I'm happy about.
Yeah. You know, the whole A24 movement, I think, really spawned something.
Neon. And
yeah. And it's starting to show this different art form, which is what I like to say was in Bath before I came along, was this different underground filmmaking type festival. You're going to see something you wouldn't normally see at another film festival. That's kind of what it's like. A lot of times also I'll see the judges say they understood the assignment, you know? So it's cool. It's really cool. Yeah. But that's really what I would say about trying to get a film into there.
Yeah. That was an interesting experience doing my first feature film, Once a Future Smash, and being part of it from the idea to all the way through into the editing was like, there's like, I wrote a lot of the jokes in the movie, and some of them were they're very funny in my opinion, but like you said, they don't necessarily progress the story, or like almost just like a non sequitur or something. And so at first it's a little like of a bummed out to like, oh, we're going to cut that. But then after you're in the process, like, we want this streamlined, movie.
Well, that's what they were saying. Kill your darlings.
Yeah.
There was a segment that I wanted in my film that I was sold on. Nobody else wanted it. Everybody was like, it's stupid. I don't get it. And I wanted it for myself, and that's okay. That's okay. It's your art. You could do whatever you want with your art. If you want your art to be 20,
and there's no fast rule. Sometimes something like this will work. Maybe your gut instinct is right. So
I'm not the so be it tell all of what should be in a film and what isn't a film. I just know what I like and what I see. I'm just telling you that just make sure that you progress your story forward, and and if you want it in a particular film festival, just cater to it a little bit more if you can.
Yeah.
What I suggest is a director's cut.
Right. Yeah. Down the road, you could put out whatever cut of the movie you want.
Yeah. Have a festival cut, then have a director's cut. And you know what? Test the market. Test the market, see what gets put in first, just try it, see what happens. I actually would like to do that myself, just out of curiosity. But yeah, so we have a great selection committee. They're a lot of fun.
All right. Well, I hope Vagina Wrinkle you get something made and get it out there to some festivals. I will help you get it out there. You know, I'll give you suggestions for places to submit.
Yes, just make your art. Just express yourself. That's what's important. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me, man. Just make your art, and don't care about trying to get your art into film festivals. You know, honestly, I know I'm kind of contradicting myself here, but you make your art for your art. It depends on what you want to do with it. Are you going to do it for yourself? Are you going to do it to tell a story? Are you going to try to change the world? Or are you going to, you know, if you want accolades, if you want it to be in film festivals, then you got to kind of cater to that. So it's unfortunate. Anyway, I'm going to stop before I put way down.
And if Vagina Wrinkle needs a really goofy actor, a character actor, you can always reach out to Nasty Neal.
Yes. Yes, Vagina Wrinkle. You should make a film called, like, a what the fuck film called Vagina Wrinkle.
Vagina Wrinkle, the movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Be a Sex in the City kind of movie. So funny. Well, I don't know, like, we had best comedy was Little Deaths, and then
I love Little Deaths, by the way.
Yes.
This to me is like a real crowd pleaser this is like a perfect festival short. Like,
yes,
it's very different than other ones. And I talked about the punchline shorts. This is like punchline.
Yes.
And I don't know if it would, I think it would still work if you're watching at home, but it really works with an audience because everyone's reacting to each thing. And I was like, this is really, really.
It was like an anthology in a short. I was really, like, at first,
really,
I was like, when I was reading the synopsis, like, is this going to work? Is this really going to work?
Yeah, if someone just told me, I'd like, I don't think it's like ABCs of Death in a few minutes. I'll be like,
yes.
What are you doing?
What?
Like,
what? Really?
I think it works better than ABCs of Death. So.
Yes. You know, I was also going to suggest if you want your film to be in a lot of film festivals, and this doesn't really matter, but make sure you have a DCP of your film. That's really important. Have a poster. Don't slap a bunch of laurels on it. I don't care if it's in Film Quest.
Or if you're going to do two separate, kind of like the direct, if you want yourself to put on your social media. But the thing with that is,
I get.
Yeah. The thing, you want a clean one for other, because if you do send it to another film festival and it's got like all these other like competitive film festivals on, it's like, I don't know if
that's not really, I don't look at it as competitive. We've got 2 Atlanta film festivals that show.
I have seen ones that literally you can't, I'm not even joking, where you can't see the poster. It's just all, I'm like,
all laurels.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
And I'm like, and some of them are just selections. And I'm like, well, congratulations, I'm happy for you, but now I don't understand what your movie's about because it's covered in laurels.
To be honest, I think that would be a fun. I would like to do this as a joke. Just make a poster that's all
laurel poster.
You can't see the movie at all.
The laurel, the movie.
I'll just make a bunch of fake festivals.
With a bunch of laurels.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this at some point.
Oh my god. That'd be so funny.
You can't even see the title of the movie or anything.
Yeah, and also another suggestion is if you really want to stand out, is write a cover letter. I read them all. And I can see your heart and your love for that film in that cover letter. I also know if you wrote it with AI. Do not put emojis in your cover letter.
Yeah, I mean,
I've seen that before, and I don't know if it was AI because there was some misspelled words, but still, I was just like,
there was
email. It's a cover letter.
So there's been a couple times when people used AI to write like my bio on like at a festival or whatever.
Yeah.
And the one with like they're almost accurate, but they're not. And I'll tell them, and they'll just be like, it doesn't matter. I'm just like, well, it does matter if you have something in there that's not accurate.
Really
like, I don't know.
Yeah. Especially if you're trying to get your film into a Film Quest. I keep talking about them. They're another bucket film festival I want to be in. So, and Nightmares or Popcorn Frights or, all those cover letters really do matter because they want to see was this just something you put on your phone and just got bored one day? I mean, that can be good too. Freaking do it. I'm not against it at all. But a cover letter says, hey, this festival is important to me. This film is important to me. And I will be there. This will be my world premiere. Tell us if it's a world premiere or a state premiere. That's important.
After touring with the Once and Future Smash and stuff, it gave me a new perspective on stuff. And anyone who asks me for advice, that is big advice, is like you want all the different premieres matter. So like the world premiere matters. And then after that, like maybe if you have the world premiere, let's say in a festival in another country, then you have the US premiere, and then you have the East Coast premiere. And like, and maybe that doesn't mean anything to you personally, but it means something to these different festivals.
Yes. And make sure you're choosing the right festival to have your world premiere in.
Yeah. Aim for, if you can, obviously you might not get these, but aim for, a top tier thing if possible. And
I mean,
or one that you can get to too. Like if you
Yeah.
premiere in Sitges and you can't get there, it's not necessarily, it might be great, honestly, but if you're not there, it's not the same,
We did 2 films that submitted it to Smodcastle, and we had a dark comedy that was crazy off the wall, which I need to send to you, by the way. And then, or did you see it? Did I show it to you? I don't know if I
I'm
showed
not
it.
sure.
It's Telephone Trouble.
No, I haven't seen it, but I saw that. I actually seen the booth, the actual booth.
Yes, actually, it's now. It went to Title Frame. Actually, they got it right now.
Oh, so it's not there at the house now?
Nope, not anymore. Right. Neighbors weren't really too keen on it. So
an old broken down tell. I would be into it, but I guess not everybody.
No, the kids loved it. The kids were like, "What is this? It's a time machine."
Right.
But yeah, so I submitted 2. I submitted dark comedy and I submitted a sci-fi drama, a kind of horror. It's about losing your child. So, and I swear to God, I thought that they were going to pick up the dark comedy because it's Kevin Smith. I thought dialogue heavy comedy, all this kind of stuff. For sure they would pick that up. They didn't. They picked up the other one, which was a sci-fi drama.
Huh.
So, which was a shocker to excited because I really wanted to screen at Kevin Smith's Smodcastle. That was so cool, and to be there. And when we premiered there, they were all about wanting to hear the story behind it and why and how it happened. So it was really, actually, I think it was good for the film and for other filmmakers that were there. Anyway, and I'm sorry, but I wanted to meet Kevin Smith. I know that sounds weird, but I wanted to be a part of what he is creating because he's trying to help other indie filmmakers, and I wanted to be a part of that, So that was going to be my world premiere. And it was for both films. Smodcastle was a world premiere. So we traveled up there, and that's where I met tons of filmmakers. Christian. I met Christian.
Yeah,
cool
Christian Cortez, who's been on the show and was in the chat earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, Letty and Eddie and a lot of
cool. I didn't know that's where you met them.
Yeah, that's where I met them. So incredible friends and good people, good human beings.
Yeah. And Christian Cortez is in Arbor Day.
Yes. Oh, heck yes, dude. That's awesome.
Let's see. My idea is super dark, so not sure everyone will love it. I would also
do it.
Yeah, don't even though advice to like how to get in, you should still make what you want to make.
Yes, please. Yeah. It's like what I was saying was that so I could make sure that I put this forward. Challenge yourself, do whatever you want to make. It's your art. You just have to choose what you want to do with it. If you want it to be in a lot of film festivals, if you're trying to get recognition as a director or a filmmaker or something like that, and it's important to you to win laurels and to be seen like that, then you probably do have to cater a little bit. But like I said, make a director's cut. Make your film the way you want to make it. Make art. Express yourself. Have fun. Be yourself. And but well, I think it's time you did your own idea, right?
Yeah.
FX heavy, yes. Lean into practical effects. Try to learn how to make some like weird, crazy. I love that. That's why we have an award for best practical effects. Who won that this year? I forgot who that was. Oh, it was Monster Medicine, which
Oh yeah, it's
was
and it's got many practical effects in it. You know, it's
yes,
not just one thing. It's
yeah. It was really well done.
and
And
I think that we were talking earlier about like don't make something that seems like a pilot because you have to have a story. But if you do like, oh, maybe I would like to do more with this, I think that's like a good example.
yeah,
Because like you could watch that and it could just live in itself and that's all you ever see. But
yeah,
you could also watch that and be like, oh, we could do this, could be a whole world, and this could be a series
yeah.
or it could be a movie or something.
Yeah, and I think it's really important to just, tell the story you want to tell. You never know what's going to happen. Here's my thing. You never know whose life you're going to save. That's a big thing to say. Because I know it's horror. I know some of this is dark comedy, but people take these films very personally. It helps them through their own trauma. The Cramps was one that helped me realize that women are not heard in the medical community very well. And we're kind of gaslit to believe that it's just cramps is like a problem. I just took it home from that, and that it's not just me. It's not just me. I gotta believe anyway. I'm just saying that there's a lot of films out there that you could change lives. So you just need to tell your story. That's all.
Yeah, agreed, Shannon. Thank you. I've done practical effects for others. Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah. Cool.
I know this, but I wasn't sure if she wanted me to mention. So.
That's awesome. I love it. I have a film I'm writing right now that I want tons of practical effects in it. I won an award for VFX from Spooky Empire, but I think this time I want to lean very heavy into the crew and go completely practical and see what stories we can tell from that one. But yes, so I don't know. The What the Fuck award this year was Punching the Clown, which was a Devlin film.
I can't show anything from it.
Nope. I went to go look at the trailer and I was like, Devlin, I can't.
No,
the first shot is
bare ass. And...
first shot is all ass.
Yeah. I'm a fan. I like the movie a lot. It's very disturbing, but it's also has a message. And there's actually, I like stuff that's gross out and crazy, and it's all that. But there's more to it too. So I liked it a lot. I'm a fan. I think I can show this. This is all I can show of it.
Devlin. So funny. I like to watch filmmakers grow, and he's one of those that have really grown in his field. And where he was with Erecting a Monster to where he came with Punching a Clown, he very thought out in cinematography.
Yeah, it shot really well.
Yeah. Was it on film? Do you know if it was on film?
I don't know.
It had that grainy texture that it made me feel like it might have been.
And the black and white, I think, really worked in it.
Yeah, the contrast depth was just beautiful. I think that if that's another film that I think if it was in color or anything, that it would have not have sold well. Mm-hmm. But it was good. It was really good. It made me feel immersed in that experience, although I don't know if I wanted to be. But...
no, probably. Yeah, in the group interview I did, he had mentioned that, or Jennifer mentioned that he had asked Jennifer to be in that, and she's like, Devlin, she's supportive, but no, I'm not gonna be in it.
I'm very supportive of Devlin too, but but hey, that's another one. Make your films the way you want.
100%. Yeah. I would be in something with Devlin, but I would not be in something like that.
Yeah.
But I'll watch it.
Yeah, I was applauding him the whole entire way, and his film was another one that they were fighting for. That was just like I got a long email. And it was like, you know what? I agree. It's cool. It's cool.
And for people who don't know, it's part of the Fallacies anthology movie where it's all penis themed. And then the follow up is analologies, all about
analologies. Probably, he said something I think it may have been on that interview that he had with you about male exploitation.
Mm-hmm.
That he was trying to do more. It's always female exploitation.
Right,
And
right.
he's trying to do more male exploitation, and
Yeah.
and the fact that he's choosing himself to do that is admirable. And
Yeah, because then it's not you're not actually exploiting someone else. Then
Yeah.
if you're the one doing it.
yeah, is Erecting a Monster 2 was really, really good. I thought it was really good. It was a lot of fun to watch him, and then to see this. We
It was funny
actually
in the Q&A actually at Buried Alive because someone in the audience was like, "Was that really that guy's penis?" And he's like, "Yeah, that was my penis." And the guy in the crowd didn't realize that was him in the movie. And he's like, "Wait a minute, that was you." And he's like,
what the fuck block. So I wish I'd been there. I think I was trying to focus on getting things out the door. I think I had another block I was in.
Yeah, that was a busy night. The first
Yeah,
night.
that was a crazy busy night. But you know, we thought actually people were gonna walk out with that one.
Yeah, because you
So,
made sure to show it after midnight.
yeah, but actually it turned out that his was not the one people walked out on. It was the throw up one. that
Yeah,
people-
you know what? I found that more disturbing myself.
Yeah, a lot of
But,
people did. I was like, what? I don't know. It's that goes to show you can't just listen to one person about anything, you know?
Right.
It's just everything in life and art is just about opinion. So you just create what you got to create and do. Just do
Yeah,
it.
I'm like severed penis, whatever. But a guy puke or a woman puking or whatever. Oh my God, I'm out of here.
Yeah. I don't know if I can say this, but the part where Devlin's given CPR.
Yeah, and I the balloon animal part really got to me. I thought. So.
The balloon animal was the greatest. But there was a part in it that was hard for me to take, but it was when she. Anyway, I keep forgetting that these are people's films.
Right.
I can't say it, but the CPR scene was probably my favorite of that. That was really funny.
It was very funny.
How did you think of stuff like that? That's really cool.
He actually said some of that was like because like he said this in the interview that an ex-girlfriend of his used to like use his penis to talk with, like she
Oh,
used it
yes,
like a puppet. I was like,
and that
hell?
totally went into my head because I've seen his penis now multiple times.
Yeah, I have too.
That vision
Not just in the movie.
right into my head, and I was like, "Ew, that's weird." What? Why would? Anyway, I had so many questions. So many questions. Did you see Skee-Ball the Undercat?
I did not, but I
That one won Best Animation. It was really good.
it looks really cool from the poster art and stuff.
Yeah, it didn't have a trailer, but it was up for Best Production Design, and it was well done. Like, it was well done.
Mhm.
It was a concept of using animation and practical. He said it took him 3 years to make.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it deserved it. It was amazing. And then Shutter Sound was really good. It won Best Sound, obviously. They focus a lot on that. And then Prom Party Massacre. I think you said you've seen that one before.
I loved it. I know I was my first time seeing it, but another one that it's almost like a feature film within a short.
It is.
I mean, to make a musical in a short format's pretty big, I think.
The lighting was really good on that too.
Yeah.
I think it would have won for best lighting if it had this 80s tone, but it wasn't. Maybe it was the leisure suits that they were wearing.
Yeah, I have the trailer for it.
Okay, cool.
Prom Party Massacre.
love it.
Yeah, it was so good.
Colors and the costumes and
the characters. Yeah, it had
That
it was great.
and that was one I thought was going to be a clean sweep at the fest too when I saw it.
It was one of my personal favorites.
Yeah, that's why you can't listen to one person because, like
No,
I
'cause
said, I
everyone
thought
has
that was going to be a clean sweep.
Yeah,
And
it's different. I'm a big fan of musicals, so it really worked for me.
I am not. I dislike musicals, but I loved this film. I
Okay.
loved it. I loved it. And that was another one that I got a text message about that was like, "Did you see this film?" And I was like, "No, let me go check it out." So it was cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. But then I was trying to remember if there's any others. I think we kind of covered them all. But and then the cinema challenges were there were so many of them. But yeah, so we talked about the offering and the forces from beyond and all that. So, but we're gonna make a little bit of some changes. Gonna bring in a new monster for next year, and we're gonna simplify things. I think a little bit more, and I think it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. 2026 is gonna be good. But we're gonna go into this one, and I'm so excited to see. Like we've been getting a lot of messages about when are you opening submissions? I want to come in, and I was like, well, it'll be soon, but. And just to see what people are wanting to submit, it's like I think this year's gonna be really good too. But then we have the 20th anniversary, and we're gonna hopefully blow that one all out. So,
it'll be 2027.
Yeah, 2027.
Right.
Be pretty cool.
And I plan to be there for both of them.
Yes, heck yes, dude. Yes. Anyway,
I honestly had a wonderful time. I don't think I had one negative experience. I had a great time the whole time. And I even walked around and went to what's the video store, which is not very far away. Yeah, Videodrome. That place is great.
Yes, we are big supporters of Videodrome. Yeah.
I bought a Videodrome T-shirt, and it's
yes, I have a nice and
I've one on my. By the way, Tommy out there, he's like, he's making fun of me saying I drink out of like a little kid's cup. This is a thermos. This is like a travel thermos, and it's just covered in stickers. And one of the stickers is a Videodrome sticker and a vampire sticker. Right?
Oh, look at that!
Yeah,
I need to send you a Buried Alive sticker.
Yes.
Here's my Atlanta. Mine has got Atlanta Horror Society.
Oh, nice.
And Rock with Siren, which is
all right. Yeah.
So
I'll send you one of these without your head sticker.
It will go right on there. We'll go right on there as soon as I get it. Right. I need to get you a Buried Alive beanie, though.
Yes, I wear beanies pretty much all the time except for the summer.
Yes.
Because my head gets cold once I start shaving my head.
Well, you are welcome to the family, Neal. Welcome to the
back. I appreciate that very much. And I honestly had a great time. You and Jason are amazing. And everyone at the festival and the theater itself. It was
the theater is amazing too. They really care about the people that they screen. It's cool. And the Terra is also their sister theater, which has also got that same modern 60s, 70s feel to it, I guess, kind of. It's got all the old projectors in it and stuff. So we've been trying to pull Cinema Challenge to the Terra and then finish at Bath, but we'll see. We'll see if that happens. But we love the Terra too.
Yeah. And where can people go to see what you're up to?
Well, wow. I kind of pull myself personally and privately off social media these days. Just healthier. But as far as Buried Alive Film Fest on Instagram and Facebook, and then also the Atlanta Horror Society, which is that social group I was telling you about that celebrates horror and horror filmmaking. That is also on Instagram and Facebook. We have the Buried Alive Film Fest website. We keep up with that regularly. And I do have an Instagram that's kind of more my film career, which is awomanofhorror.com, which, yes, I do own the domain Woman of Horror.
Very cool.
That's exciting. So, and then Rock with Siren. Yeah, Rock with Siren is my name I've had for a very long time, and that's my film company. So,
All right.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put out the behind the scenes of making the bumper.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Thank
All
you
right.
everyone for watching. And
Yes,
I know we
thank
were
you,
over here
everybody.
3 hours tonight, but I thought
I'm
it
so
was a great
sorry.
time. No, I had
I
a
just
wonderful
love
time.
talking to you, Neal.
Yeah, I love talking to you as well. And you're welcome back anytime.
Oh, thank you, Nasty Neal.
Well, you're very welcome.
I need to be sassy Shannon.
Sexy Shannon. All right. You're
Sexy
very
Shannon
welcome.
or sassy?
Sassy Shannon. I like that. I like either one fits. All right. I'll be back. We're gonna do a show this Wednesday since Thursday's Thanksgiving. So
Yes,
I'll be
happy
back live.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I was gonna
Black
wear my
Friday.
turkey hat, but I'll wear that Thursday, I think.
My Thanksgiving movie is Black Friday.
Black Friday, that's a good one. I really did like Eli Roth's Thanksgiving, so I'm gonna pick it up.
I thought that there was too much low-hanging fruit on that one. There's too many logs. If they said no more, what is it? No more leftovers one more time. But I do like Eli Roth. I'm sorry, I do like Eli Roth, but I like his work. So he's.
I don't know if I've seen Black Friday. I'm gonna have to watch it. I went over a list the other night. There are not a lot of Thanksgiving movies, and the ones they listed were like ones that they say there's like a mention of Thanksgiving. It was like Escape Room, and like they briefly mention it at some point. I'm like, that's not a Thanksgiving movie. I mean, just because you mention it at one point in time in one line of dialogue.
You know, it's kind of isn't a Thanksgiving movie, but it kind of is because it's Black Friday.
Yeah, Black Friday. That's like the day after. So,
but when you watch it, you're gonna see a lot of similarities in Thanksgiving and Eli Roth's Thanksgiving and Black Friday. So
all right.
Bruce Campbell's in it, and I don't really care for his character. He seems very well. Anyway, I guess I'm sold on him being Ash forever.
Right. I'll check it out.
Yeah.
But this Wednesday will be Thomas Lorber, who played John Carver in Eli Roth's Thanksgiving in the suit scenes when he's in the fight scenes, and he was also Oscar Isaac's stunt double in the new Frankenstein movie and a bunch of stuff. So that'll be a fun list.
Very cool. Very cool.
All right. And this was wonderful talking with you again.
Yes, Neal. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Sorry it was so long, but like
no need to be sorry. I had a great time.
You're cool. What can I say?
You're even cooler.
Cool.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. And here we go with behind the scenes of the Buried Alive 2025 bumper.
Well, we're working on 2025's Buried Alive bumper.
So today we're going to be cutting off Caitlin's head and having it on a dinner plate, and her mouth and eyes are going to open up. Projector light comes out of her eyes, and the film roll is going to come out of her mouth as if her eyes are projecting the Buried Alive logo onto the screen.
Today we are doing the Buried Alive promo. We've got a lot of cool monsters, masks and stuff that myself and Shane have made. We've got a headless maid coming through that we just put a green screen over her head. Then dressed a lot of blood around her neck, so it's all like dripping down. Be careful, don't lean on the table.
So today we're playing monsters, I guess.
The Last Supper monsters.
Right.
So far, it's been a great time. Actually,
It's
learned
written
quite
all
a bit.
over
Can't you
its
see?
face.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Shane Morton, and I'm about to do a quick airbrush makeup on Caitlin. I mean, it's a scare brush makeup job. Here we go. And you can totally breathe this stuff on doing it. Unlike a lot of other makeups, this stuff's actually good for you. It's loaded with vitamins and riboflavin, whatever riboflavin is.
No way.
No, I'm lying. No, but it is. I've painted babies with this stuff. It's fine. Alright. I'm going to go up your nose. It's kind of weird.
You okay, Caitlin?
Yeah, it's birthday her. I don't think my insurance covers that. I'm just going full method.
And Caitlin is born.
Oh my god, that looks so good.
This is me and Shannon's second time working with each other.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, but it's pretty much our most goriest bumper because, again, it's got the Feast of the Dead and the Damned, and we're shooting at Shane's Manor. So, yeah, this is all out.
We have a really talented team here, very talented actors. We've got some monsters in play. We got the founder of Very Live with us today, Lucas Godfrey.
Yes.
Everybody who's been working on the bumpers for years is here. Come support indie filmmaking.
Yes.
Come out and support our artists. We need it right now, and we want to just grow in this community of filmmakers and artists. And when you buy a ticket, it goes right back into this community. And that's what I really want, is for Very Live to have that taste of love and sharing your art. And thank you for sharing your art with us. We really, really appreciate it.
I'll toast to that.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do it even bigger next year. Yeah, let's
Mine's got an ice.
yeah, let's toast to that.
Yours got a tongue.
Yeah.
I'm not drinking this.
Yeah, me neither. I'm not either. The hell with that.
Yeah. But cheers.
Cheers.
All right, everybody, that's a wrap on the 2025 bumper for Very Live. Thank you.